Thank you, Father, for hate. Thank you. You hated Esau before he was ever born because he faltered and he stole the inheritance. Remember? I remember. You wrote that. You made that happen. Well, I would ask you if you remember. Thank you, Father, again, for you created hate and you hated Esau. And we're not supposed to like things. Esau, he stole an inheritance from his brother Mithra. What do they call him? Apollyon or Satan, or the one that Trump has his house decorated with. Yeah, the transgender god, 3-in-1, like 3 buildings into one trade center. Yeah, he stole the inheritance. It's all about inheritance. There's a lesson to be learned there, isn't it? Hate. Thank you, Father, for hate. We're not supposed to like things, right? We could be hateful, not towards somebody, but we don't have to like something. We can hate something that somebody's doing. That doesn't make us a hateful person. That's the problem with everybody. They don't read the word at all. So remember, he stole the inheritance from his brother Nimrod, Satan, and Jacob. He loved Jacob, and he hated Esau before either were born or done anything. Jacob he later called Israel or Israel. And that's not the Israel it mentions in scripture. That place once was a place out, obviously, if you know where Israel's at, but when it mentions Israel, the book of Revelation, there's no physical Israel. There's no physical reason, there's no physical law, there's no physical anything. These religious people are very vain. But remember, he said, he who enters by any other gate, any other way, tries to enter by that gate is a thief. Remember, he stole the inheritance from his brother Nimrod, Esau, and he hated Esau before either Esau or Jacob were either born. So he gave Israel the inheritance. It's all about an inheritance. So we're not supposed to be nice. We can hate things. Oh, you're hate. No, I'm not hate. I'm not a hateful person. You know what I'm saying? That's not hateful. I can hate pigs because what they do is unconstitutional. Pigs, people in government. This whole government is a corporation. It's not a constitutional republic anymore. I hate that. I hate everybody that is doing the things that they're doing, right? No, I don't hate them. I hate the things they're doing. There's a difference, but people won't understand. Oh, you can't be hateful. You can't judge. Okay, whatever. So thank you, Father, for hate. Thank you for the lesson that you hated Esau because he faltered. And we're supposed to be like Daniel and have faith. So thank you for Daniel, the Magi. I am a Magi. I am Pastor Revelation. I am Pastor Apocalypse. I'm here to declare the lie. I'm here to declare that we have a rogue government. Hate the sin, not the sinner. Beautiful, Joseph. Thank you. You understand what sin? Sin is, it's the word karak, or character, or mark. It means to be off the mark. So your character is off. You're a lie. You're defiled. You're not the truth. Truth is undefiled. Defined, not translated. Transgender, man, beast, and woman. Yep, that's Satan. The one Esau killed, his brother Nimrod, Satan. People just don't get it, and that's all right, because most people go to hell. So most people don't know what the word hell is. Most people don't define anything that comes out of the mouth. It's just translation. Most people think heaven's in the sky. That's not true. Most people think God loves everybody. That's not true. They don't know what truth is. Aletheia. He said, I am the hados, the aletheia, and the orizo, the way, the truth, and the light. The light can't be defiled. It doesn't have flesh. Can't be defiled. Light, pure light, does not have flesh, correct? That is, I am. He said, before Abraham was, I am. All glory to the Most High and Shiloh. All glory to Shiloh that'll return and take us to his Father's house. And it's still here. It's not anywhere else. We're always here. We never go anywhere. Pretty soon they're going to do their pit ritual. Things are going to come out of the sky, and there's nothing coming out of the sky. drones and boats. I told you you're going to get gaslighted with this Aquarius sign. That's the same. That's the sign of Aquarius. Water and air. Drones. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, about ready to happen. Executive Order 11004. People will remember it because it's 11-4. That'll be the 11-4. There's so many things they do by the number. So they and everything is done by what you see over the top of your head is what's going on up here. It's all going by the celestial firmament. As is above, so is below. They do it all by this wheel. I am, tell you always of this line. We go back and forth in time, always on the line. Remember, it's the line that I'm always telling you about, these lines, these cycles. Every time it hits a mark. A mark, remember? Karak, character, sin, to be off the mark. Don't mourn, America, please. We don't mourn. Don't mourn. Die daily to self. Just change that word if you can. It's very hard to change our vernacular sometimes because we become creatures of habit. But please don't mourn. But good to see you. Good to see you. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. This is me on the wrong side of the bed day. We all have our good days and our bad days. But thanks for coming in. It's appreciated to see you return and your tie of the time. It's appreciated. We're thanking Father for hate. We hate the sin, not the sinner, right? So hate is a very important lesson when he hated Esau because he had faltered and he was wishy-washy and he killed his brother Nimrod or Satan and stole it. Satan is Jesus, born in the manger, so, or Mithra at the time of Christ, Rome. So they just give it different names because it's been 2,600 years, so there's going to be some changes, right? That's the only thing that's constant is change. That's why you need to go through the aletheia, the definition. Oh man, yeah, we'll come back. Where are you at? Come on back. You're like, hell no, I ain't go back to Oregon. That's right. Go where your 10 toes are supposed to be there first. So America's going to be last, just so you know. Your name is quite backwards, but that's okay. That's like make America great again, isn't it? Not what it says. Never says MAGA. It says sorrows is what it says. But if you know what sorrows is, then you know that it's about to get intense. Tabernacles, wandering Jews out here in the high desert, Bend, Oregon, temporary places of worship or study out here out there. You know, they shot the windows out of this place, but Jimmy Crackhorn still got Father and the Son, me. So he says, where there were 2 or 3 gathered in my name, there I'll be. I don't need you guys, but I love you. We all have that. Or 2 or 3, my Father, my Son, and me. He never goes anywhere. He'll never leave you. He's not going anywhere. I'm going to go to where my Father's house is at. Where do you think that's at? That's your body. It's a temple. Nobody else is going to teach you this, and it's not me. It's in His Word. He just reveals and speaks to me through the Word. I just want to share it with you because that's what we're supposed to do. He says, you'll have bloody hands. You don't go tell them, but you're not me. We all get a different measure. Remember, some are put on the wall to watch. Some are teachers. Some are not. Many are called, but few are chosen. Oligos. Many are called, but oligos are chosen. A puny number is what it's. This word is all perverted. Remember, translated, but I want to give you the original translation without transliteration, without any changes, because that's the last thing He said to us. Don't change anything. Teacher, false. I'll throw you in the place of no knowledge. You'll go reverse gospel. Gospel is going up. Reverse gospel is going back to the pit. Right? There's no pit. They'll do a pit ritual. There's below. The abyss is the place of no knowledge. But people like to play with time, as we were talking about last night, and space and dimension. But I'm not sure. Yes, you were here last night for the time-space dimension. Shall we have a continuance? No, well, just kidding. There's no such thing as time, remember? Space is not what people are told, and dimension is just a matter of perspective if you understand time, space, and dimension. And it continues, but we won't go there again because we'll talk about that after we die. How about that? You want to meet me there? That's the best thing about this life is that part right there. It's wait till we get there. You're gonna love it. All right. I've been there so many times where one door closes, another one opens. There's no such thing as death. You're an idiot. Death. Time. Okay. Anyways, much love. Good stuff. What an amazing time and place and space to be in here where we're at in this time and space, correct? What? Thought there was no such thing as time and space. Well, I'm trying to, maybe I'll relate with you a little bit, right? Space, maybe it's a matter of perspective or dimension, as we spoke of last night. I'm not sure. It was a good conversation last night. I felt I'm just getting more and more settled. I know these people are all going to prison. I keep going through this discovery, and it is what it is. They did what they did. They did all their criminal behaviors. They did it themselves. It's all documented. They'll send themselves to hell. Pornea, idolatria. No such thing as free will, only self-will. But people believe in free will, and they love their freedom. So it's not about better. When we fight for freedom, we fight for the right to choose, have a choice. But they've taken that all the way now. People they don't assert their rights. They've lost their rights. They're a corporation, and I'm not corp because I'm not dead. If I'm not mistaken, the state troopers didn't shoot me. They tried to. Stupid pigs. There's not one good cop in America. That suck. You heard a song called "Fuck the Firefighters," right? There we go. So try to keep the cursing to a minimum. I try to keep the depression to a minimum. I done carried caskets that had my best friends in them. I mean, I never won't go there. Better stop. I'm talking about caskets. Death is my favorite thing. To die daily to self. He told us that in his book. Are you alive or are you dead? Die to self. I'm still here. I'm a corp. No, I'm not a corp. You're a corp. I think I have 9 corpses in here. There's more corpses and bodies on top of bodies on top of bodies, carbon copy, Illuminati, John Gotti, body. Watching. I know they're watching. They're watching. Fuck you, pigs. Government. Hey, for your safety in here, they are watching. I'm like literally on paper. I brought it into your attention, so you might not want to say anything that the pigs might want to try to commerce you for. Put you in their mate cage so you can get full of semen samples and meet Big Bob and pay for your own double stuffed Oreo cookie or whatever. That's a sad country this is becoming, isn't it? It's not a corporation. That's all it is. It's not a country. It's a corporation. Corporation, not a country. It's a business. It's merchant. There's like Chuck E. Cheese or Walmart, pretty much. That's all I see is Walmart faces. Walmart's the one who put American citizen in work camps during World War II, but new people don't know their history, so we'll go right back into the work camps again. B.O.B.? Oh, I don't know. I think he's my top. John Gotti, body. I don't know. There's nobody else compares to Bob. So absolutely. Bob brings me back in time like a time machine. All music does that, but no, but I bet you my son Elijah did, and he listens to him. I miss my son a lot, man. I bet you did. Or did. Fuck, why did I say that? I just don't know where he is, man, so I apologize. Hold on a second. right, all things after the Father's own counsel for his own pleasure. Our time is so lost, guys. We shouldn't, our time, we just need to stop thinking about time. Let Father work through us, and he does through so many things. Like what First is saying, Bob's an artist, and he's not even like a spiritual, but he puts out things that I know he has to know. Like if you go look at his food fight video, it's all Corona. It's all Corona. And that shit was out before the Corona ever was. Like his clone song, he talks about, metaverse already here. Right? He talks about in that song, like, what's he talk about? 10 a.m. They got you milk in your body, silicone in your body, similoidal robotics. I put the chi in Fibonacci. That's why all his songs are freaking insane. So Bob is an amazing artist, and I like art. So he's not like anybody else. Nobody can ever copy. He's no genre. Remember, he's not a copycat. You're just simple. What's he say that? How's he got that? Not no genre, but that's his gig. I like that, no genre. But what happened to the nudes vids? He used to do the nudes. He probably still does. So I don't go mess with this. I saw the video last night. They weren't running. That's not running. We weren't speeding. So don't say running. You're all off. You just continue to drive home. We didn't fuck the police on it to stop for them. They're commerce pigs. They have no authority and have an affirmative defense to protect my son's asshole. So there was no running. Nobody sped. If you notice when he came up, now you watched it. Do you remember he came up with no lights on? He didn't get out of the car. Did he? Did he pursue me? Right? Did he fucking stood there like a scarecrow? Remember, I went back for the car, like I went back for the door. And the day at the SWAT day, I went back to get the cats. We got to make sure the animals are taken care of, man. We got to be a good steward of these. But can we pay to live here? Animals don't. Fuck, they're smarter than us, guys. Animals are way smarter than human beings. I've met a lot of animals a lot smarter than most human beings I know. Seriously, you say whatever, but we're supposed to be we're supposed to be good stewards of the earth. So, fuck you, my kitty's a bomb. I'm a panner boy. Fuck you, pigs. It says in my report, SWAT team. How about 2 dead pigs on my fucking property? Let's talk about that. Let's get on the thing, because I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. It don't matter. We all have good days and bad days. So, no trespassing. 2 dead pigs on my property, and I'm telling you, they had already been threatening me. I've already called these state pigs, and every one of these pigs, people in government, these clown pigs. See, they don't know you see these are Title 18. I have these people criminally trespass. I had John Mogle, or another man, and if you read this page out here on this local page, they say you wander onto somebody's property because the pigs don't do anything about it. Dig a hole and take care of it yourself. Fuck you, pigs. 2 state troopers. I wouldn't even I would see my son right now. All this shit would be over with. But guess what? No worries. Father's going to make sure you all go to prison. So this ain't me. Don't worry about it. I don't love my son more than me. I have to go through this no matter what. I'm just came out the gate last night. I haven't even got this thing out of this town because you stupid pigs just keep acting yourself more and more. So you can't trespass on somebody's property, brothers and sisters, without a warrant. Okay, there's Title 18 statutes. This is all criminal. Feds, all you're not. There's no authority. The federal government doesn't have any authority like you guys think. The Constitution, we the people have the authority. You just lost your mind because you're a bootlicking child, and you've let them birth you a credit that they've stolen from you from your birth, and You think everything's a big fucking movie, but it is. You're a card, and they made a movie about just you because you won't take this back from them, and so they've already taken it for you, care of it since you were a child, and you're a child to them, and they don't give a fuck. It's all about stealing from you. And there's merchants. There's no law in this country. There's the Constitution, criminal Title 18 statutes, original adjudicated by House, Congress, Senate. That's it. And it has to be in a third article court. And there's only one of those in America. Everybody else is a fucking Walmart, a Chuck E. Cheese face. There are no judges. You guys are fucking idiots selling that. Oh, I got to buy from Walmart. You don't have to buy from Walmart. Stop your bullshit. You guys don't know your own. You have the right. You don't, because you're Broadway, and you're going to go to hell if you don't change your name. He said, be in it, but be not of it. Come out of her, my people. But if you let them throw you in their rape cage or their merchant, or you see, it's all old law. This used to be a constitutional republic, and that changed. But you don't know, and you don't care, and they just take care of it for you. They sell your slave to this merchant number. It's accredited by a paper contract to the queen, and remember, a paper contract. It was literally written on like a piece of paper. Oh, let's do this for. I mean, this is the law. There's only one criminal law that can only charge you under Title 18, and even trespassing is part of that criminal. That's why you can kill a fucking man dead. Bam, bam, if he doesn't stop walking towards you and it looks like he's going to do harm to you, to protect your family. I don't give a fuck if it's a pig, if it's fucking the Department of Justice, Homeland Security. There, fuck you. You're a corporation. You're Chuck E. Cheese, Department of Homeland Security. Any one of your stupid fucking alphabet suits. I apologize. Get out of here, Paul. You're a pig. Capital P, small a. No, that's not the way you're birthed. You have a fucking card in your name. They sell your labor. You're gonna get thrown and pay for your own mass raping, and two double cocks just going, and they're your bloody semen asshole. And they're like, yeah. And here comes Big Bob, and he's got a cock meat sandwich for you there, old Paul, because you're Broadway Paul. Have you ever taken over this? Have you filed for a power of attorney to take over this? Yeah, you're paying to get ass raped, and Big Bob, and you got thrown in their cage, and it's merchant law. It's maritime. It's men samples in your butthole, and bloody butthole, and rippy butthole, because you can't assert and take this back. You don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So bye. I'm not acting. I'm applying my constitutional right first. And I do know the Constitution. Obviously, you don't know your ass from hole and ground. You got a bloody semen asshole. I don't know if you got a wife or kids or what you are. You might be one of these trans people. I don't care. You don't know the law. You're not going to assert it. You're going to be one of these silent majority who doesn't go and assert your right. You're a court. You're dead. You're a statute. You'll let them revise you a statute, and you'll pay for your own ass raping because you don't know the law. You don't know. You think this is some fucking constitutional republic? No, it's not. Yeah, it's not. It's not. I bet you I can do a lot more push-ups than you and dig a lot more holes than you. And it ain't about physique, but if you lift up your shirt, do you have a six-pack? Do you have any? Can you skin a buck? Can you run a trout line? You're just some. Bye-bye. I'm serious. I mean, a callus you might get somewhere. If you have one callus on your hand, I might talk to you. But otherwise, shut the fuck up, Paul. You're just a court. You're a statue. So anyways, moving on, brothers. I apologize. This is going on. Whether you like what I just said, I don't like this. Who else is exposing this? I will until I die, until they throw me in the dirt. I'm going to stand here 10-toe and use my First Amendment for the people who can't and won't and are afraid to do it, because they have rights too. They can't do this. Well, yeah, they did. And part of it is you have to take it back, brother, sister. I wasn't messing with Paul. You don't know his ass from hole gone, obviously. So, but it is a court. It's a corporation. It's not a constitutional republic. It's a democracy, and that's not House, Congress, and Senate. Judicial, legislative, and executive. All things must go through those three branches of our government. That's what made us not one executive order or this bullshit two. That's a fucking flawed system. Hey, look, we got 41 to 59 or 51 to 49. Let's pay off these three fucking schmucks over here. We'll back in our favor. That's mob rule. You don't know anything about the constitutional rights. Fuck freedom. It's the rights that you have to choose Now you can take this if you know your rights and assert these rights, and they can't take them from you. Those are constitutional, God-protected rights. But they've taken that from people's minds because they don't know how to insert their rights. They've added all these revised statutes, code. That's a code. That's for commerce, for a corporation. A revised statute is not part of the original Title 18. And I originally showed you Title 18. You come on my fucking property and I think you're going to cause harm to me. I can blow your fucking head off. And I shoot twice. So I'll hit you in the fucking chest first because I always do because I aim center mass. And I don't mean to do it. I'm a fucking veteran. I'm trained. I can't help things that I do. It's a natural instinct. Oh, yeah, I didn't shoot those two fucking dead pigs. This close would be over. But I'm not worried about it. I still have a whole probably years of bullshit to put these pigs in prison. And I'm not trying to seek any vengeance. They did it their fucking self. This discovery, I used to be a pig. I've fine-tuned this thing, and they just have created so much criminal for their own prosecution, not mine. I'm just trying to get them to look at mine from the beginning. Just look at these hours, and we don't have to do any of this. There's no swatting, no drones, none of it. It's not necessary. My son did these hours. He had to have done it to leave this county to go where he's at now. There's no doubt that my son did not do the 180 hours. They would even have to prove that if they did take him to trial and prove that he didn't do the 180 hours, which is an impossibility. I have thousands of hours now of discovery, and they tripped on their own dick by saying YouTube, an out-of-state caller from YouTube, guys. It says, the judge says right before he signs it, Mr. Werner. It's not all in capital letters because I'm not Broadway, okay? It's not capital W-E-R-A. It's capital W, small e, small r, small n, small e, small r. Capital E, small r, small a, small c, small y. I'm always operating in a private capacity and never in commerce. So your commerce, your corp, I'm trying to teach you what's going on, but it's not a movie, Wizard of Oz. It's you. You're a straw man, and they've been taking your merchant or straw number or whatever you want to. It's a merchant number. It's a bond. It's a treasury. It's sold on the stock exchange. This is a corporation, not a constitutional republic. So I'm trying to explain to you, I've always had what is called affirmative defense under criminal prosecution. I have very important Sixth Amendment right, and under criminal prosecution, they're going to criminally prosecute you. It can only be under the Title 18 original free judicial, legislative, and executive. House, Congress said they had to adjudicate that through legislation. Brothers, sisters, this fucking bullshit they're putting on Trump, they're on fucking, that's not, he's a Chuck E. Cheese. He's a painted face. It's all. There's no law other than Title 18 under the three, right? Judicial, legislative, and executive original statutes. There is no other. Anything else was added when it became a corporation. Look up the dates. You'll see I'm not wrong. So there's nothing I've done here that's criminal. Everything they've done is criminal. This will probably be the largest case in the United States because I'm going to assert this right from the beginning. I already subrogated all the merchant number off this. They vacated the case, and I'm not going to do this stupid bullshit with their J6 crap. You hear me in the hearing. So I'm trying to get my full, I have to do this. I can't miss anything. Every I has to be dotted. Every T, like he says in his book, do not change a jot or tittle. Blockchain, it all works by the 1611 scripture, not the one I teach you. Because this is Ruach HaKodesh. This is an accounting. The 1611 is an accounting scripture. It's still this, but there's a very important thing that's contained only in the 1611 scripture. Only. It's never any. It doesn't work unless see, there's, I don't know how much you study. In the 1611 doesn't have the letters that were taken out of this. You don't need them for the gospel. That's an accountant thing for us merchants, right? No, I'm not some merchant. I took that. I'm not under that law. I'm a person. I'm not a corp. I'm not a statute. And if I'm going to go be criminally prosecuted in any way, shape, or form, it would have to be under a statute under the Constitution. Everything else, there's no crimes being committed in America, well, as hard as you can imagine, not crimes under the original Title 18, three judicial, legislative, and executive branches of our government. Everything was revised. That's for code. Code is for a corporation. See, people don't understand this, but it's not freaking rocket science. There are only 3 article courts in America. There's only one, single one, just one. Not like one and a bunch of them. Fucking one, guys. Everything else is fake. There's like 400 and some. There's no judges in America. Your fucking people are just let these people Walmart you. Why deleting comments? Hey, don't question anything that my moderators do. People can delete their own comments. People make mistakes. What about that? Did you delete your own comment? Are you questioning yourself? Do you know about? Yes, that was what Corona was. That's what Morgellons is, nanofibers. Go look at 12 years ago, I probably put out a channel it was called America Ever After. Go look at the channel, write this down, America First. It's about America After. It's about right now. Fucking people are so, go just please write it down, America Ever After. And fuck the flag behind me, whatever. People come out of my people, he said. But I still was putting out information, everything you just asked. And then if you go forward, you'll see that's all that Corona was, because people's circulatory systems filled up with Morgellons. And they took over. If you've seen the movie Died Suddenly, or the blog, it wasn't a movie. It was I apologize. That was I don't want to call it a movie. It's like it's content that was created. It's a very is everybody in the chat see Died Suddenly? They took that thing back. It's got you'll see the little fibers, and there's a blue rubber glove, and we're in there that I'm 100% certain that I can still prove this wasn't always a scam. Because the military, they were kicking people out. See, I'm a veteran, and I know, like Logan, the fucking cocksuckers in this fucking town. Well, I mean, this phallic worship, this pole system, this tower in front of the Washington Monument, that's Trump Tower in its sense. That's a cock. It's a phallic. They call it a monolith. So I don't mean to say that like people might get offended. You don't know what that is. You don't know what any of this system is. This is all commerce. He's all commerce. He's the biggest Chuck E. Cheese face. And he is Chuck E. Cheese. There we go. That one. Ever been to go to the, whatever, you go to Disneyland, go to them animatronic things. It's just, he's not what people think at all. He's just an animatronic. I mean, he is some kind of flesh, and he is a human, but he's not, he's an actor. He's up there, doing his, it's all programmed, whether you understand what they're doing here or not. He's commerce. He gets elected. He got elected by the corporation, brother, sister. Who do you think he paid his campaign funds? Okay, so I don't want to go off into that, but it's obvious. If the veil is lifted, if he lifts the scales off your eyes, it all becomes, and because I've done this for so long. So go back and look at what if you say in a video, it was probably a dozen years ago, called America Ever After. I've been trying to explain to you guys about this nano fiber. If you'll go to this video, it's called Died Suddenly. You'll see that the veteran pigs, criminal, filthy, disgusting pigs, people in government, filthy pigs that wear badges. They're not cops. They're commerce cops. They have no authority. They're not acting in an Article 3 court in the original Title 18 statute. So they're all just fake. Now, they'll kill you dead. I know they came and brought drones over my fucking house. What a waste of money. I cannot wait to see all these people criminally indicted with the state troopers. What a bunch of just no brain at all. I mean, just like air between their head. Not even to make one single. They're yes men, as there are this yes men right here. Chris is a yes man. He has to be told he needs to lick the blue crip, or maybe it's 3. He licks the blue popsicle cock. 2 wings to the same dragon. Elephant, donkey, hello, Republican, Democrat, Republican. They in Rome. They totally wait. People fell for that shit and died in the time of Christ, and they're doing it now. This. Maybe he didn't. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I spoke too soon about Chris. All right, Chris, I spoke too wrong. See you soon. But he's still a cop sucker, okay? He has no authority. He's not operating under the Title 18 and a third article court. So fuck Michael Taylor, you fucking piece of shit, Lake County. I'm gonna see your fucking ass in shiny bracelets when they fucking spin you around, not like a halo or a serpent head, or when two celestial bodies birth and make the Ouroboros time overlapping each one of your wrists, and you go spend time locked behind for decades. I'll come visit you under the a YouTube channel, Real Vita Television, and we'll go visit you there, Michael Taylor, you fucking criminal pig. You let that rapist run around in this community. I don't give a fuck if you're see, listen, Chris is on to something, and this will let me lead on to something else. What was that? Hey, hold on, wait. Oh, you deleted your own message. Okay. Still in here? That's right. You didn't rated any crime, all crimes and crimes of commerce in America. There's not another channel telling you this on YouTube. No, there's not one. There's others who are working this content that I'm working with you with, but there's not one. We subrogated on 12/9/24 the merchant number and the power of attorney in open court. He said it was on record. So that money has already been subrogated. That's not going to be sent to Ukraine. It's between 220 million. I did the calculation off the Treasury calculation of this legislation off of this in 1983. Tampa Bay Treasury calculator at 1,083 a minute. That's times the rate of inflation would be 3 today. That's 3,049 a minute. This case that I just rose up was $64 billion. And they can't get it back. You hear me say that in open court to that other fucking Chuck E. Cheese, Walmart face. You can get this $64 billion back when you can prove you're operating in an Article 3 court, which this dumb fucking sheriff down here is not. I know he's elected, but they're not even applying the right constitutional law. They're applying commerce law, revised statutes. They're trying to charge me, and this dumbass is fucking circuit. It's a territorial. Third circuit, that's administrative, and it's first is administrative. There's only 3, and third is article, and then third is the judicial, and nothing else is. Only one court in America. All these are fake courts. You guys are falling for it. Fake court, like People's Court, Judge Judy. It's all bullshit. You guys think they're performing any kind of criminal no, they're not. They're stealing your fucking money, and you're going to get paid to get ass raped in a cage if you're a man. And I don't know, women do fucked up shit. I worked in a prison. I've seen what women do. Been a cop pig, done this. I worked in a federal prison. I've been a cop. I've been a reconstructionist. I was a military pig. Did all my recertification, reconstruction, recertification. That was getting certified, but at the Highway Patrol Academy in Oklahoma City, SWAT certified by the PD in Honolulu, Hawaii, where all their underground night. I don't fuck the pigs. I hate fucking pigs. Because they should be law enforcers, and they're not enforcing any law. They're enforcing us. Well, you understand, they guarantee an 80% occupancy in America be in a private prison before it's ever built. Who do you think's filling these fucking cages up with crimes of commerce, brothers, sisters? All crimes in America. There's not one, unless it's under the original Title 18(3), House, Congress, Senate, judicial, legislative, and executive branch. That's not law. That's not constitutional law. That's just a revised statute. Like they're trying to charge me with Oregon ORS felony hindering a pig, hindering prosecution. This my son's asshole could be fucking wrecked for life. If you ever can find, I don't know if he's with his wife might have to fix his bleeding, bloody fucking asshole until I get him out of jail. I thought we were supposed to be innocent until proven guilty in this country. Fuck you if you don't know your rights. I don't give a fuck about people who don't. I stand up for people who won't because they're afraid and they want to. And people don't have a voice. Maybe they just don't. Maybe they just don't have a voice. So I am. He sent me here to do this. There's no other channel doing this. There's only been one. Not this isn't the first time, but this has been done only very few times. And this is how you dissolve the corporation without fucking killing 2 pigs, state troopers, like I should have, maybe, because I wouldn't be going through this. No, they'll serve time in fucking prison. It's their own fault. They made their own criminal actions. I have all the proof to convict him. I called out elected Sheriff Michael Taylor, you fucking pig, get off your ass. Kind of like Chris said, I don't know where he went. And said, dude, you got more authority than all the government. You fucking idiot. Look, go look at the Bundy standoff. You're elected sheriff. You can tell the feds to get the fuck out of here. I ain't telling you to get the feds to get out of here. I'm telling you, tell Trump to fuck off with his fake emergency. Tell Kate Brown to stick it up her fuck its ass. If it's brown, flush it down. And hey, fuck it. You guys have authority. Get these goddamn deputies out here and protect these fucking businesses. Last time they closed down 2 to 3 million small businesses in America. This lady is hindering to shuttering her doors. She's been here. People love her. Dorothy, she's afraid as fuck to lose her LCC license. The cafe, they want to stand up. We know this is not a real national emergency because the survival rate was 99.8% if you 100% got it and you had a clear bill of health. That's not a national emergency. Trump needs put in prison, but moving on. So does Michael Taylor, because that's not a national emergency. How do we know it's working? The survival rate, you 100% got it. You have a clean bill of health, no existing conditions. The survival rate go from 99.8 to 99.9. Guys, I'm a reconstructionist. He says don't change anything. So these motherfuckers ain't going to get over on me. I can apply my constitutional rights. Donald Trump, kiss my motherfucking ass. You're a Chuck E. Cheese face too. He would become the commander-in-chief. That's the man that can actually use all the military and everything to try to come against Tracy. Say my name, bitch, Ted Martin, chief of finance. Don't say it in capital letters. Capital T, small r. I wish you guys could have been there. I should have filmed that, man. I could be showing it to you right now. I'll get it on body cam, but he wasn't on body cam because those other 2 pigs were facing only his back, and he was screaming at me, facing me, his back to the 2 state clown pig there and the other local pig, person in government, clown pig with a badge. They're not operating in any real judicial capacity. They're enforcing commerce. They're commerce cops. So I told that pig, shut up. Don't tell me about no Oregon. Don't fucking say to me murder. You fucking idiot young pig. You're fucking young. Allowed already. Shut up. Shut up, pig. Stop talking. You're putting your foot in your mouth, pig. And I make sure they're recording this because from the beginning. So I'll get the body cam. I will. Oh, you're talking shit, Tracy. Uh-huh. Yeah, whatever. I'll put in a FOIA request. I'll get it. They have to give it to me. That's my constitutional right. FOIA, Freedom of Information Act, to request all body. That's part of my discovery. Right of discovery, suppression of evidence. So that's part of the case. Now, I'm making so much freaking evidence and they can't suppress, and they already did in these other cases, which makes the 6th Amendment violation of bringing in evidence, witness call in your favor, delay. Do you know your constitutional right? Any 6th Amendment? You know your 4th Amendment right? You know nobody can enter your property without a warrant, right? Hey, if they do, even if it's posted, you can't just shoot them. You have to tell them to leave. But the minute if you feel like they're going to cause your harm to your house, papers, persons, or effects, it's all fucking just dirt, guys. I wouldn't shoot anybody over dirt. That's dumb. I could have shot 2 state troopers dead. And did I tell them to leave? No, fuck, dude. I was already told these people, don't fucking, if you're going to come to the gate. Talk to me. Stop fucking threatening me with you are already in the hills. Oh, Oregon State Police has some of the best snipers in the military or in the United States. These motherfuckers were gang stalking me, man. Absolutely outlined for fucking weeks trying to get this warrant ready to come here and raid this fucking place. Totally unconstitutional to begin with. And once they all go to prison, it'll all come out at each one of their trials and when they're indicted that Elijah did do the 180 hours. And each one of these motherfuckers bonds, not this subrogation of the $64 billion that I subrogated, took from the government corporation. It's not a government, it's a corporation. There is no fucking government. They're not applying these constitutional laws anymore. They're putting in a revised stat code. It's not a law. That's for a corporation. A statute, unless it's Title 18 under the original Title 18, 3 judicial, legislative, and executive branch. I mean, I had to go through all those branches of our government, not just fucking serfdom. Oh, the king, executive fucking order, 923 executive orders. Executive Order 11004 allows the Federal Emergency Management Agency to relocate whole communities and put your fucking asses in work camp, you dumb fucks. They're going to do it again, just like they did it to you. during World War II. Walmart, the Waltons, hello. Waltons in turn American citizens. Born in America, put them in fucking slave camps and made them do work, and they're going to do it to you again in a matter of fucking days because you go, oh my God, there's aliens. There's no fucking such thing as aliens. Shut the fuck up. That's Mr. Chump with the millimeter wave. Yeah, Mr. Chuck E. Cheese face, bad man orange, red flag gun law. Yep, he's going to step down and FEMA's going to come fucking take these guns. Look in your house. Remember, I'm going to send by executive order FEMA to your door. Oh, no, it's the fucking military. He's looking for the Venezuelans that they brought into this fucking country. Paid them to come here. A lot of people came here, brothers and sisters, not for nefarious reasons, but there's a lot of people who do not like this country. Outside this country, we're the bad guy. Inside this country, we're the good guy. You might want to know your demographics. Oh, yeah, and only in America are we the good guy. All right, so they're here. We paid them to come here. And the FEMA or the fentanyl thing, the biggest drug dealer on this rock, to walk this rock, would be Chuck E. Cheese face, Bad Man Orange, and Mr. Red Flag Gun Law. He is the Pfizer creator, $2.2 trillion solicited your fucking asses and stole from the future. He spent more money than his behind, sticking in your Schwartz in my ice hole, buddy. They're both EpiPen Island boys. They went to the island. Remember? EpiPen Island. You know what we're island boys. So Barry started first. Remember, he got behind and then, oh no, he was first. And then he took over there was $9 trillion, all the fake mass murders and cheap, whether red or blue, Democrat, we'll call them pretendants, combined. 43 of them spent $9 trillion. Barry, the one that with his tower, the 4 triangles up and the 4 triangles down, and the one phallic tower, his buddy behind. There's a Batman and a Superman tower. If you look at any of this stuff, maybe you don't have eyes to see, and that's okay. I'm not trying to speak to anybody who's blind as a bat. Back to the bat cave. Bat. It came out of a laboratory, right? No, it came out of the market. Oh my God, where these fucking robots come? They're fucking 30 feet tall. They got you looking in the air. I love it. I fucking so gaslighting you. You've been gaslighted so fucking hard. The only thing you should be worried about is what it says in that book and be armoring up. Basic instructions before leaving Earth. All this shit's dirt. Somebody comes on your property, I wouldn't shoot them, brothers and sisters. You still have constitutional right. God given this one nation under God. They can't take those constitutional rights away from you. They're all clowns. There's nobody asserting any criminal. All crimes in America, as hard as a fucking pedophile gets charged as a commerce so they can extort his fucking merchant number. That's sick. That's sick. Sick. A man pays for his own mass raping and they send money to Ukraine. It's disgusting. Under the corporation called America. This is not a constitutional republic. They're not applying constitution here, but they can't take that because we the people have the right. We the people put these people, elected them. Just like I told that dumbass prick Michael Taylor, get this fucking rapist away from my kid through Lily Frank. He won't want to deal with shit. He has to get my son in fucking trouble waiting until that comes out and he gets indicted in federal court. He was told already ahead about this rapist. He just let him run around. He's never been indicted, never been convicted. Nope. The kids did. 5 people get involved in a theft, not robbery. This motherfucker robbed the woman. High on methamphetamines in Texas. Look his name up. They run from this shit. They're used to just ramrodding people through the system, brothers and sisters. 99.8 or 90. That's a big number. Oh crap. 98.5 of you fucking take a bargain, a plea. It's not an agreement. Yeah, it is. It's an agreement to let them extort that merchant number written in capital letters when they convict you in a fake fucking court. Kangaroo. There's not judge. Is not a judge. He's a fucking clerk. He's not operating under the Title 18 original adjudicated statutes, judicial, legislative, and executive. These are all, they have to be legislative through all 3 branches of our House, Congress, and Senate, not by fucking executive order. That's fucking serfdom, dude. Please, brothers, sisters. Okay, well, thank you, Toskin, and please, did I not have videos about that? Did I not fucking warn you in 2010 about the reset? Year 0? What the fuck is this guy talking about? Year 0? I was telling motherfuckers back in 99 about that motherfucking year 0 bullshit. That's not the one I'm talking about. At 20, this fucking whole world's going to come apart because the computers don't turn to fucking zero. You motherfuckers are just buy into anything. A computer can't learn, you dumbass motherfuckers. A computer is a math. A computer is just math. It's not alive, and anybody thinks it's alive, I fucking rebuke you. I hate the way you think. I don't hate you. You're fucking disgusting. A computer doesn't fucking learn. It's so elementary. But they got the whole fucking world thinking the computer can fucking learn. If a computer can learn, now it's got feelings. We better give it rights. Fuck you, you dumbasses. You're going to fall for this shit so easy. They're about ready to pull this shit too. Operation Mockingbird, Operation Blue Book, not Beam. And yes, directed energy was what they did that day in Lahaina with their fucking balloons. China. The dragon did Lahaina. 12 fucking 100 kids missing. Nobody gives a fuck. How about all those people in San Francisco when Xi Jinping, like 1 or 2 American flags on the route to fucking San Francisco, couple rainbow ones, but a big yellow star and small star. Oh, you know, you ever been a veteran? You know what happens when you go fucking, you ever play capture the flag? Plant of your fucking flag in another area? That's your country. Biggest drug dealer on the planet. Donald Trump going to declare a national emergency because this fucking fentanyl buddy, Xi, they're in on it. Think about that. I don't think you understand what happened, and I still don't fucking understand it to this day, which makes me wonder if I'm even really like Bob said. I feel like I'm game, and I don't even know if I'm playing. You know who B.O.B. is? You might want to listen to Bob. He's a conscious, no genre. All right, anyways. But brothers and sisters, can anybody vibe with me? Because you got that. Thanks for hey, we're together, or we're not. I'm not the only one feeling this. Did you go see David Vose's video yet on that dream he had? Because I don't dream, guys. Remember, I up, down, don't sleep. Fuck sleep's overrated. You get plenty of sleep when you die. I'm so excited to die. I want to die. Oh man, it's going to be so good, guys. Wait, it's the best feeling you'll ever felt in your life. There's no such thing as death. That's what I'm saying. You're fucking been fooled. There's no death. Stop it. There's no such thing as time. Stop. You'll be all right. Everything's okay. He said, be not anxious. Shiloh will return. He never leaves you, brothers and sisters. Father never leaves us. He don't go anywhere. He won't leave you. That is my word. I wouldn't give you a word. I would be a false teacher. I'd be the first person to come back you deal with. He never leaves us. Shiloh will return. He's in us too, but Shiloh returned to come back, and after he burns this place with fire, and we get to be with Father without any evil. It's going to be miraculous. I don't know how that works. There has to be an up and a down. Has to be a right and a left. I don't question. He said, when I return, no one will know my Shem. I'll make a new Agape. Must have fucked this one up really bad. That's why he said, Holy Ghost, find the gate. Most people go to hell. I've told you this. It's not me. He speaks through me. Tracy! That's not all in capital letters, Father. Brought us away. Hey, he said, love thy neighbor like thou love thy enemy, like thou love thyself. He's in me. Christ in me. Christ in you, brothers and sisters. Father's inside me too. He's not going to leave me. He's not going to leave you. I guarantee you there's nowhere you can define in the word. Like they have to prove all this conviction on me. There's nowhere to say that anywhere. He is inside of us. He's not in a temple made by hands. He used to come visit the ark, but now he's inside of us. Christ in you under this covenant. It's so beautiful to return. And we'll be kings, we'll be crowned, and we'll rule over this earth. The meek, only those who are meek. Bah, bah, bah! 2 fucking dead pigs. Not weak. Meek. Don't fight over dirt, brothers, sisters. That's just dirt. You have the constitutional right. I wouldn't have been outside this covenant. YouTube, evidence, discovery of evidence. These people don't honor themselves. Yeah, YouTube evidence, guys. They have tripped up on their own. I'm not going after any, but I didn't shoot that man. I didn't shoot John Mogle. I don't want that. I've been trying to get these people to just listen to 180 hours and just be done with this. In one call, it would have been done. But Father doesn't want that. And I thank you that Father made me meek. And it wasn't armed, remember? You know, these people eventually came with guns and drones and drone this wasted taxpayers' money, just an annihilating of the rights of the state. They could have done this to anybody. This is a Lavoy Finicum. This is another, and I ain't trying to be Lavoy. I ain't trying to. Father did that whole thing too. But they did the same thing. The state of Oregon came in and did the dirty work for the county. This is being done. Now, this is probably the second time that we can document that this has been done. They didn't look at anything. Nothing. Never one call did any of these people made. That. And this wouldn't be happening right now. They would have cleared this case up. They wouldn't have slaughtered I would not be physically had a stroke. My dogs wouldn't have suffered all the things like animals. But difficult is the path. He said, stand against the law. If they pervert it, do what I did. Conform to my image, follow after me. So his word is why I do what I do. I'm done with it. And I feel like I'm a game and I don't even know if I'm playing because it doesn't seem real. How have they never still to this day? Imagine, if you will, I don't know how long you've been with me, but imagine have you seen the 16-minute and 43-second swatting of this house and seen what they did to me and my son and kidnapped my daughter? I have 100% proof that the state of Oregon kidnapped Adriana Massey without warrant. Didn't a Miranda right? They can't accost your body, brothers and sisters. If they're going to criminally try to prosecute you, remember, it has to be under those. They have to show cause on a warrant, probable cause, and have that reasonable particular suspicion, have that secret indictment, that grand jury, they have their secret. What the fuck is that? Can't bring a camera in the courtroom? Fuck, man. Shit's criminal, brothers and sisters. Before you take somebody's body under your Miranda rights, this is constitutional. When they remember your Miranda, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say and do you can leave it in or out, it don't matter, will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to remain silent, right? That's your Fifth Amendment. You have the right to an attorney, counsel, you have the right to remain silent while questioning, because you don't have to criminate yourself, okay? You have the right to have counsel. And in this case, they have a Miranda violation of hers because they should have never arrested her. And in my discovery, Dan Spencer represented me and my son and Adriana. They just shoved it through. That is 100% a mistrial. Once this goes to federal, they're going to look at this, and this case is going to be something that they realize that they targeted my son because of me. Yes, he made a mistake and he paid for his crime. Only one guy of 5 guys to go to jail. The rapist still to this day has never been convicted. When that happens, brothers and sisters, and that gets in an open court and they say, why is that rapist? Those teenagers, that child, 17, all received criminal convictions, but the rapist never did. Why? Lake County. They'll all go to prison. Michael Taylor, he's going to have a big stint because his is we'll see. Father, take care of this. Okay, so thank you for the comment. I don't listen to that bullshit. Go in there with my phone. You can't bring your water in there. They tell you can't have shit in there. Fuck that. I don't listen to that bullshit. It's a kangaroo court. You got to put your phone. I'm not all capital letters. Because watch, you go in that clown show, they get the doors and they're all sitting there in the fucking, and they're all on their phones. And the district attorney's got a motherfucking phone and fuck them stupid idiots. I think I'm going to go in the courtroom next time with my hat on. They're not going to take me to court, going to the feds. So I don't listen to that bullshit. I bring my phone in there. I bring my drink in there. I don't listen to them. They're all on their fucking phones. Fuck them. Clowns. That's fucking hypocrisy. God hates that. Father hates hypocrites, liars, thieves. These people are stealing. So I don't care. They have no authority. I'm not concerned. They're just kangaroo court. I've already subrogated Dave Vandenberg. Dave's not here. And then my bitch chief of finance down here, in Lake County. He's my bitch because he won't say my name in capital letters. He just says it in capital T, small r, small a, small c, small y, capital W, small e, small r, small n, small er. he got so, he ran out of breath, I think, at the W. And that's when he went from red to double red to like marble box looking, like he got really red. And then he went to a burgundy color, like a maroon 5 or something. And then he went straight purple rain, or no, it's more like smoked plum or eggplant. I have a witness. He was with me. Oh, it's kind of like the color of your thing there. He got turned purple, like Barney or something. The dude was freaking purple. This is my bitch. He's screaming my name in an Article 4 territorial administrative court. Kangaroo. That's not judicial. There's only one article of court that's judicial, and that's the third article. First is still administrative. So my bitch down here, the chief of finance, he's just a fucking Chuck E. Cheese face. He has no judicial authority. I have no my constitutional rights. I am right now, probably, brothers, sisters, and I'm not trying to, Father put this measure up to me. One of the biggest threats to the United States corporation right now. I'm calling out Donald Trump for his fake emergency during 2020. That's all a fucking scam. Novel coronavirus means it was created in a lab, just like these fucking lab 30-foot robots that are running around, and we don't know if they're DARPA's or they're Boston Dynamics or if they're China's or they're Elon Musk robots. I don't know, but they're fucking killing people by the fucking millions. Hurry up, get in your cities. There's fucking aliens and shit. But no worry, Trump's got technology, smart walls, millimeter walls. He never talked about building a wall at the border like he was. The border is around you. Smart city. Remember Hotel California, Paradise check-in, 2 tickets to California, Paradise. Remember Hotel, right? 15-minute city, smart city. Imagine a bowl, if you will, like Tesla said. That's what he was talking about. That's the wall he was talking about. The wall around the city. 15-minute smart city. Oh, your smart meter is ungrounded. That's paradise. That's what they did from below. That's why they have footage of the houses burning from the inside out. That's the below technology. Tesla said, you don't need those poles. You're fucking idiots. That shit's all going to blow down. Copper. Oh, man, we're heavily invested in that. Combustion. Oh, Henry Ford. Oh, hold on. And poles. What's these motherfuckers with their pole worship? They love pole worship, brothers and sisters. But anyways, yeah, Tesla's like, I can pull fucking energy right out of the ether, man. What are you talking about? Why are you building all this shit? No, I can do millimeter wave technology. I can move fucking with megalithic structures without free energy, perpetual motion, anti-gravitics. Yeah, no, I can lift shit. I've got 80 patents. They're still in the fucking Tesla Museum, brothers. Some of these been going today for, what, said 1800s? Perpetual motion, anti-gravitics. You ever heard of the addendum? You ever understand? This shit's been around since time of millennia. You think this is the first time we've had math? A computer is math. It's not a computer like it learns. Again, if you think that, you're fucking an idiot. There's no such thing as artificial intelligence. There's no such thing as Bigfoot. There's no such thing as aliens. You know, these people just buy into a Nephilim means bully and not a giant. And a fallen angel is not a son of God because they're not doing the will of the Father. So, that whole bullshit story is debunked. Oh, but what about Anakin Skywalker? Oh, you mean the land of Enoch? Enoch? Where the giants were? David slayed a giant. So, I'm here where I'm at, so you know, where they keep these red-headed giants locked up. Giants are real. Look at this place. They don't hide much. Look up Silver Lake, because there's 2. Nobody knows that. Like, dude, where the fuck did you find that? I see it always declares 2 witnesses. So I'm in Silver Lake, and there's Pegmas Valley to the right. And there's the pit of hell. It's somewhere, and I believe I found it. You want to look at demographics or geographics and look at the geology and the topographical maps of this features on this rock, you won't find anything bigger an entrance. And they're about ready to do their fake opening of the pit. The smoke will rise. The skies will roll back like a scroll, brothers and sisters. This is the pit ritual they're about to perform on this nation. And they're going to relocate whole communities and put them into work camps, super bowls, millimeter bowls, smart cities, whatever the fuck you want to call them. I'm on to these motherfuckers like white on rice, brothers and sisters. I've got Mr. Chuck E. Cheese, Mr. Badman Orange. It's all about retaking your amendment, your second. They got your first. They already took your First Amendment away. They already took this constitutional republic away from you, made it a commerce corporation. And the head of the corporation is Donald Trump, Joe is just stepping down, pulling his part like it says in scripture. That's scriptural. You might want to know is it's Trump steps down and gives the reign to Joe. That's biblical. Fucking, you guys are so not in the word. They have history. The Bidens, Trump from Scotland arrested Trump. That's your bullshit, bull crap that they were pulling on with their indictments. You guys are fucking just don't watch history or scripture, and you're gonna fall for that, like that fake scamdemic where the survival rate was 99.8%. If you 100% got it, it's not, but it still happened, and we're still here today. So you might know, oh, this fucker's crazy, and yeah, that's gonna come, and you're gonna see this pit ritual. I'm not the only one. I'm the first one to call it the pit ritual. I'm not the only one understanding. If you actually, because I don't want to say that I'm like the first one to talk, I put it, that's not in the intensity of what I'm telling you with this executive order and these smart cities and this millimeter wave technology and all this, oh, don't forget about Mr. Stinky Muskrat with his fucking glass holes, nuclearly glassing the under earth. As is above, so is below. They're going to have some protection. They know there's a massive event coming from our sun, and you still have all forgotten about this Jonah sign that I've given you multiple signs. The evil and adulterous generation, I think we've reached that. We'll be looking for a sign, the sign of Jonah. That's the resurrection, brothers, sisters, the lifting. That's the pit ritual, the smoke rise. Oh, okay, all right. Maybe it has to be in the word to see this, but it's obvious what they're going to do. Go see David Vos. He had a dream, and I'm not into that because I don't sleep like that. But I believe he has a very similar, and I'm not the only one. And if you'll go look too, because I want to give credit due, because I think even about a year ago, I don't have the time to watch his work, but the man is an absolute amazing asset to the blogging community. And Jonathan Kleck has been talking about a pit ritual. He knows as is above, so is below. He's the man who discovered the money, all the buildings and the water coming over in New York and all that. You fold the money. You know what I'm talking about? You fold money, it turns into all these events. Many of them are ahead of time, or events that we've had, and it's all on our monopoly money that matches Monopoly. The dollar is white, 1, 5. You pick all these pink. Oh, yep, they're all match Monopoly. But if you fold it, you guys know what I'm talking about. So appreciate it, Mommy. We'll go back to that someday, Mommy. We'll go back to I won't cuss anymore. Yeah, my word, Mommy. We will. This is the time. I don't mean to be so bold or, foul or curse and perverse with the language, but gotta blow this horn, and Father will put me through the fire like all of us will be at the seventh trump. None of us will escape death. There will be nowhere and no pit you can hide under the ground or above in the upper atmosphere where these people think they can sit there and hang up there and come back down here because they're already, who's control Mr. Muskrat with his rockets. You notice they go, ooh, oh, yeah, let's drop them back down. The International Swim Station. Hello, NASA. Do you want to explain the occurrence of air waves, air in the lunar waves? What the? Yeah, right. The International Swim Station, brothers and sisters. Spaceships, firmament, water above, water below. Pit ritual, opening to the pit. I hope you see what they're about to do. Fake fucking robots too that people think that are alive. How much you want to bet that robots will guard the presidents and shit like that, dignitaries, because they're going to tell these people there's these robots, aliens. They fucking stupid bullshit. It's all hogwash. Shit they've been tucking up there. There ain't nothing coming out of the sky. A meteorite, these comets, these are old technology just re-entering through this, upper atmosphere. So, from Algeria, and my eyes are shot, guys. I took a flash grenade to the face, so concussion, and received a concussion 8 months ago, and still trying to keep my head on straight here. So it's hard. My right eye is getting really bad. I've suffered a stroke on my. You can see it on my face. I really should have just paid more attention, but I don't really look at my face, so hard to read sometimes, guys. My right eye is really getting bad. I'm trying to think about it like things. If you talk about it, pain is just Weakness trying to leave your body. Move out, draw fire, soldier. All right. So, anyways, I'm going to continue this march, brothers and sisters, for the pursuit of this dissolving of this corporation called America. And I'm not going to stand down and let these people get away with this. This is all part of their new system, their digital system, their Sesame credit that they did. It's called social credit scoring you and turning off your credit, or you hang out with a guy like me, I'm probably public enemy number one to the government right now. I can't think of anybody else that's exposing Donald Trump and his fake fucking emergencies and this new fake fucking emergency that they created by bringing people, displacing nations and bringing people into this country, now flying them, not just coming across the border, not just, it's been OTM other than Mexicans since the Obama administration. So it's fucking so stupid. People don't pay attention. They got to hold separate people for Chinese people coming across our border. Anybody vibing me? Nobody said anything about Mr. Ping's trip to San Francisco to Chinatown. Why doesn't anybody understand what happened? Why doesn't anybody understand how many fucking people disappeared overnight and never talked about again? Do you have anybody an idea? Remember I said they came, planted their flag, all yellow star with three, this Chinese flag is what just, they're just draped with fucking Chinese flags. A couple American flags, a couple of those stupid Rudy Tooty fresh and fruity flags. The promise of the rainbow. I've seen enough of this. Stop putting that, his Schwartz and your Schwartz in his ISOL. Get your what? Get your life. Lot. See enough. Lot. Get your wife. Get the kids. I'm bringing the fire. The promise of the rainbow. He will never flood this earth again. So they're going to run this through, and nobody's going to talk about it, just like nobody's going to talk about what the fuck happened that day. Where those people go. Oh, just like they did during their fucking games. Same thing. They clean the fucking streets up overnight so they can have their Olympic Games. Xi Jinping comes here to fucking America, and they just get rid of how many fucking San Franciscan people? I don't give a fuck if they were high on fentanyl. Trump's the one who fucking is allowing this shit to happen, and now he's going to create this whole national emergency off the fentanyl thing and the fucking Venezuelans. And you guys are like, huh? Yeah. Day one, when he takes office. People aren't ready for this, brothers and sisters. You're not ready for this. I hope you are. I'm not. I've been fucking preparing for 30 years. I know it's going to happen. And I don't have anybody. So it's hard. You can't make it alone, brothers and sisters. So that's why I'm preparing to go away to the woods so I can be with the animals. They're smarter. They don't pay to live here than most people. So I'll go eat them and we'll be symbiotic. Maybe I'll get eaten by a bear or something. Circle of life. No bear's going to eat me. I've been around bears, been in the woods a lot, so don't worry. There are not that many bears right now. Cougars, maybe, but oh, man. Lots of food around here. Plenty. They're not going to come looking for me. So anyways, I'm going to be eating them. And you're going to be fighting with people. And I've been telling you guys this. So these stupid motherfuckers on this case think I'm violent. It backed into a corner. I'd shoot. I could have shot those two state troopers, brothers, sisters, using my Fourth Amendment. Let's look at that. Let's look at this. I want to read this to you so you guys will understand what your constitutional rights is. And I don't want to do this. That's why I just want to get away. I'm leaving all this shit. Fine, you can have it. What's the word of God say? If somebody comes, give them the rest of what you have. And why did I tell you? How would you be able to do? Let's take a pause real quick. How would you be able to give the rest of what you have? If somebody does anybody, where does it say that in scripture? If somebody comes to take what you have, give them the rest of what you owe. Pride is a sin, you fucking idiot. Satan was cast from the heavens because of sin. Take your pride somewhere else. Don't you remember rainbow flags? Hello, the promise of the rainbow, and yet they don't know. One sin, where the wages of sin was death. Pride. Some fucking people just love their transgender God. Mr. Phallic worship himself, Mr. Badman Orange, Donald John Chump, and his behind ice hole buddy likes to stick his lightsaber in his ice hole is Barry and Joe. Oh, he's getting double stuff. He's got Man Shell in the front doing the dance that he did on Ellen. Oh, yeah. All right, so anybody want to talk about those people just disappeared? This is insane. I still can't believe all those people just disappeared off the streets overnight. Streets look clean as a fucking whistle. That means they could have done that any time. Fuck this government, guys. How many people went missing that day? Gone, just disappeared from this country. People don't give a fuck about anybody but themselves anymore. How many people that day were disappeared? Do you realize how many motorhomes? You remember what San Francisco looked like? I mean, people were talking about it. It was a beautiful city 10, 20 years, but it was fucking covered in feces and fentanyl. I mean, these people were just, all these cities with tent cities and all this fucking motorhomes and motorhomes for fucking miles and shit. Anybody remember that? Everybody remember San Francisco? I have to take a pause to talk about this because I should talk about this every day and remind you, fucking assholes don't give a fuck about your country or the people in your country. All those people overnight gone. Never talked about ever again. And not one fucking camera seen any of it happen. How in the fuck is that possible? They removed all that shit and those streets were clean. How the fuck is that possible? None of it on camera. All that shit gone. The people and everything. Remember, Bob, I feel like a game and I don't even know if I'm playing. That's insane. Do you realize the world we live in? That's happening to all of us, whether you realize it. What happened to all those fucking people? China. Are you guys hearing what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that happened. Do you know that during the was it the Beijing or whatever the games over there in China did the same thing, just cleaned the streets up? They did it overnight. That's what I don't understand. How do you pull off something to that capacity? Streets were clean. Shit fucking stained motorhomes everywhere. But where's all the tow truck drivers? All that shit had to be towed out of there. Why is there none of that on camera? There's no camera footage of this, brothers and sisters. I have researched this, and I'm never going to forget what they did. Because I don't know how that's even fucking possible. Nobody's ever come back from where all these people wandered out. Hey, they had me. They put me in a FEMA camp or something. Are you aware this happened in our country? I'm never going to sleep on that, like what the fuck they did to people at Hurricane Helene. If you want to see what happens, look at Hurricane Katrina with FEMA. They're fucking just absolute. That's what they're going to do. That's what they came and got guns off the top of those fucking hills where there was no water behind locked gates and took them from them. Look at they put everybody in Super Bowl. Remember what happened? They're going to do this shit, guys. You're not ready for it. That's why I already told you to get your fucking overland vehicle and be ready to have wings of an angel and don't see in these cities you need to already been gone. You don't fucking go to chaos, run down to get toilet paper when everybody's fucking fighting each other for toilet paper. Get your last box and bag of fucking noodles or, can of box, bag, or can. Why you gonna be fighting people for the last box of macaroni and cheese? You should have been long gone. That's how you're going to survive this, brothers and sisters, not by fighting with people. That should be your plan, and that's all I push. So fuck you, pigs. I never said violence. Remember, I could have shot 2 state troopers. I didn't. John Mogle shot that man dead. He just 18 times he told me to, I told him to stop, leave my property. Asked him immediately if he had a warrant. I didn't do anything of the sort. So my life is nuts all the time. So I don't know how you guys, you look probably I don't mean to go that, like solitude lives or whatever. Just, I hope you're ready for what's to come, because you're going to be just overtaken like a thief in the night. It'll come upon you. You're sleeping. He said, do not sleep. The enemy came and sowed seeds while you were sleeping. And that's why I broadcast. Broadcast means to sow seeds, brothers and sisters. I could be doing a lot of other things with this life, but this is what Father has me doing. So I hope you find value in this. And you take, these little things. How many times do you think I have told you? How many times have I held up? Where the hell is that thing? Thank you, Father. I can't imagine if they cut me a royalty check from Life Straw as many times. Did they give me 10 cents? I don't know how much would I have. And I don't back the company like that. I back it because I want people to have something so their life is easier, I mean, how many times do you think this has been on TikTok? You know what I'm saying? Look at this Life Straw. They don't even make this package. And this package is so old. It's like, dude, that's working. Listen, I don't do this for me. I do this because Father makes me want to be a wise virgin myself so I don't have to go to the store at that time and be foolish virgin. Right? There's foolish and wise. He tells us, don't go back to your store. Don't go back to your house. Don't go back to the field. There's a reason. Don't go to the city. You need to have already had it. You might get one more 2 or trips into the city, but I'd do it today. And I would never fucking go to a city ever again. They're going to burn to the ground. They're all on a smart meter, which is ungrounded from the ground. And when the shit arc discharges, all that shit's going to it's all going to just be, it's going to be city. I don't give a fuck how thick the steel is. It's going to be ashes. So anyways, it says your enemy will be ashes under your feet. Broad is the way that leads to the wide gate that leads to the place of no knowledge, the abyss, hell, lake fire, bottomless pit. This Life Straw has been held up, not for me, for others. I can't help but give, brother says. That's all I do because it's what he makes me do. I'm just a vessel. He steers the ship. So do all 27 of you. Yes or no? It doesn't matter. I won't jump your shit if you don't have one. Please put yes or no. Let's spark this algorithm and talk about this a little bit more here. Do you have a water filter? Either one of these. Now this filter is 1,000 gallons. This is about $12. This is under 20. This is like 2 Starbucks coffees, guys. 2 Starbucks coffees and a tip, and you've got yourself a 100,000 gallon water filter. That's 10 years. 10 years of water filtration with this small device. It's not very large. You can see there's a bag, but it's even smaller than this one. This is smaller than this one. This one's a year, and this one's 10. 10,000 gallons, 1,000 gallons. It equates to about a year. Probably more, but most people don't. You can drink out of a puddle, pond. This is a straw, so you can suck this up through the ground, which you should just use a cup and put that in a cup, and you don't have to bend over if you can find a clean, but the straw, straw in the cup. But you see people drinking out of the water river, but just get it, put that in there. It's called a straw for a reason. It is okay. It's not, heck, the first couple times I used it, what am I doing? But anyways, these things are epic. So put Sawyer or Life Straw in the chat if you have one. And if you don't, please put no so we can see kind of how prepared people are. This is the best, brother. So you got to have water first. You can dip this on the side of if there's water going down the curb, if you had to, get a cup. I know this doesn't sound nice, but the back of a toilet generally not in the commode or the bowl portion. So you can drink all the water out of that back of that. This is a 10,000 gallon filter, or 100,000, excuse me, not 10, 100,000 gallons of water filtration, 10 years. No, it would be 10,000. Why did I say that? Cool. Thank you, Cody, for putting that in there. Much blessings. Thanks for good content in this platform. I do appreciate people always put preparedness. You guys should just constantly be talking about preparedness in the background, but that's okay. Well, whatever. I always try to help people. So these I've never used as Sawyer. I've never seen one bad review about this. I've always just used this product. So this is what look at how old this thing is. So I want others to be able to benefit and help others, brothers and sisters. We can help. Remember when somebody's lifting somebody up, Both people win in God's eyes. God wants us to be charitable. So if you have the opportunity right now, not like you're no gloat, it's this, I believe this is very much of a parable how Father, there was extra bread and extra fish. How is that possible? Even after they had ate, when they started with so little. Gee, I wonder. He provides wise virgins that have extra oil. I mean, last time they said, go get your own oil, but we'll see. We're all in the Hados this time. So we need to be at least prepared. It's better to have and not need. You're going to need a water filter. This isn't not a if or you need this, brothers and sisters. You don't need Starbucks coffee. You don't need an $18 freaking meal at the Outback. It's not $18. It's 20. You can get a freaking, one of these and you're done. One and done. You carry it. You got it. It's mobile. And that way you have not to be a burden to others. Trying to find, people are going to lose their heads real quick because when they start doing these, they've talked about tariffs, and 100% tariff on the BRICS nation means this 15 water dollar filter would be $30, twice as deep into your pocket, brother, sister. You're going to have to reach. So please just get the things if you have the ability. That's why I always tell everybody, hey, there's that Cash App there. There's that, PayPal there, but don't give anything to me. I try to make that, kind of consistent. Help somebody in your area first. Sure, I can use any help. I don't have an income source. And you look, I don't work anymore, but I have my job now. The state police made this my job to protect this state, and this now they did it. I was only involved with the corruption here in the county. I tried to get the state involved to come fix it. Instead, they swatted my house. So now I am making the state police for the people in this state my business. Somehow, I told you, I got $1,200 worth of $1,500 a month worth of 45 acres of land payments, car insurance. I don't have a lot. I don't have a credit card, but I'm just like you. But I don't have a single dime coming in unless I work. So when somebody gives me something, I can't not accept it. And that's been really hard for me because I've been self-sufficient my whole life. I'm a horse trader, but this is enveloped. So when you stream 12, 15 hours a day, it gives me a couple hours of study and a couple hours of work, and that's about a couple hours of sleep. So remember, I lived that way right before the SWAT raid, a couple hours. I only slept for 2 minutes before they swatted the house that night. I already told Elijah they were coming and to be ready. I knew they were coming. I'm not fucking stupid. I'm not a prophet. They did exactly what I said. You guys are going to listen to me. I have all the proof of the 180 hours. You're just going to come in here with guns anyways, and you're going to try to fucking kill him. And you're going to bring guns, and you're not going to listen to me. You're not going to look at the evidence. And that's exactly what they did. Even though I tried to put every single stop on it, 2.5 weeks I'd live stream. And we had people calling from all over the world. In their evidence, it says, out-of-state caller calls about a YouTube video. These people criminally indicted themselves over and over and over. So I have to stand up, and I can't worry about my bills. And Father does provide. I do work. Don't say I still put things on the internet. Most of the way that I normally would do things is a horse trader. I've raised animals, so I can have income from sheep, pigs, hogs. I do a hybrid. You see what Pants looks like. He's a dingo. I only do limited. I don't do any litters unless I know I have all of them pretty much already going to farms or service. I don't breed them for the money, but that brings in a source that I don't have. They wreck the farm, so I have at least I don't have the kennels back together, but animals. And then I fix things. I buy things and repurpose them. You've seen how I build things out of nothing, repurpose and sell those, or find something. And I've never sold a car that wasn't nicer than when I bought it. It's always nicer. I can't sell a car unless it's 100% detailed, clean. I just have ways of doing it. But all my time has been enveloped. As soon as and I really need to get my son back now. Not like it's going to be God's time, but enough is enough. Imagine this SWAT raid right now. Who's seen the SWAT raid? You guys aren't even answering me, man. That's okay. Maybe we're just, nobody said Sawyer, only my moderator, but that's all right. I'm still just putting up evidence, and you guys don't have to answer. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it was just so excessive. It was unnecessary. They could have made a call. So I want you, if you will, again, Mommy, imagine that I'm walking. Did you ever see the 16-minute, 43-second SWAT raid? They say I'm some violent man, and they came here to kill me. I know that. Their evidence points to that. They're going to see that in a federal court, that they came here. They bragged that it was an armed stand. They painted me as some, if backed into a corner, he would strike. He said he would fight to the death to keep his son from going to prison. Yeah, and they're fighting fucking for my own life. And they eventually came with men with guns. And I pleaded them, please, no guns, no guns, no guns, no. You heard if you were there on the live stream. Sam Birch called one time. This guy says he's talked to me 5 times, guys. They said in their discovery I read last night that they tried to prevent a use of force incident. They tried to prevent guns. They so criminally indicted themselves on all of this discovery and evidence that they made on their own. I mean, the judge said, or right before he signed it, Mr. Werner routinely posts on his Predestined for Light, broadcast from his Predestined for Light channel that's monitored by law enforcement. They knew I was in here saying, hey, and we had people calling them from all over the world saying, hey, this guy's talking about these 180 hours. They never did any of that. And still they get all this together. They could have made all this money of the taxpayers' money from the state. These are fucking thugs. Every those men, I don't think any of those men should ever be let out of jail again. They came in here with fucking 25 men with guns, with armored fucking vehicles. I thought I was innocent until proven guilty. So it doesn't, I know it's Father. Everything's okay. Everything's happening exactly as you want, because none of it makes any sense. Still today, I'm walking down. I'm wondering about the 180. It's all about the 180 hours of PV. He receives a PV violation. They issue him a PV violation for not doing. See, even if they just took him to like a court, I would never. I had the right under affirmative defense to take Elijah and accost his body and not let him surrender himself to be put under this criminal prosecution, which is completely illegal. Because look, still to this day, nothing has been done. It's like I'm just walking out this building, or I've just reached back and shut the door. So my animals in their discovery, it says, I drove by. This is, I believe, Sam Birch or Lance Brown. And the dogs could be a threat to law enforcement. They would have shot my fucking dogs dead if they had a chance. And I guarantee you, if I would have not been live streaming, they would have shot me fucking dead too. No doubt. No doubt. That bullshit, that guy talking the way he's fucking covering his ass. They fucked up big time. This is a fucking raid of tyrants that should never see the light of day in my eyes. They all, not one of them. How many fucking, I thought 2 heads are better than one. 25 guys. None of one can ask, why is this guy keeping his son? He's saying he's seen these hours. He says all this. They're so fucked, guys. I look at it and I've been reviewing it and going, holy shit. Could you make this any more criminal? So and I have a long walk ahead of me, because I've just been able, on the night to subrogate this, merchant credit and stop my trial. They vacated it. So, because there's no money to be made, but that's not my concern. My son, these motherfuckers could have looked at this evidence and it's okay. It's all going by God's word. Don't be anxious. But it's frustrating, because I got to be in this, flesh. And I just want to hang out and fish and be with you guys and go into the prisons and teach the gospel. I don't want any of this. I don't want any vengeance. So I didn't shoot those 2 fucking state trooper pigs. Let's go over this. Constitutional right. 4th Amendment, brothers and sisters. I'm not going to sit there and let some fucking stupid, fake fucking pig some county little troll pig or whatever, that stupid pig that was there at the county courthouse, tell me that I'm murdering somebody and shoot nobody and it would be murder. Go fuck yourself. That'll all be on the FOIA request. I'll get it and I'll show you. I told him, shut your fucking mouth, you fucking pig. Tell me murder in your vice stitch. Shut the fuck up. You don't know your constitutional rights. So this is a no trespass warning. No private property, no trespass warning. You have a Fourth Amendment right to show you that those men eventually did bring the guns when I pleaded for how many fucking hours, hundreds of hours, no guns. We had people calling from out of state. Just call this guy. These motherfuckers have the balls to say in their report, in my discovery, in their evidence, they're providing forward their police report saying that they did everything they could do to provide a no use of force incident. These fucking assholes are thugs. They never once made the call to try to prevent a use of force incident. Every one of these state troopers are a fucking criminal fucking gang that are told to do whatever the fuck they're told. Go get them, and that's what they did. That's exactly what they did, and they fucked up because they had not had a B plan. What fucked them up, apologize for the cursing, was the live stream, like we're live now. They tried everything they could. They say in their thing, they were monitoring me on my phone, on my live stream. They knew exactly. They were flying drones. They pinged this phone. They knew where it was moving within the cabin. And I'm 99% certain they knew when I went into the back of the cabin and went to my bed and put it in that spot. They're looking at this motherfucker. You guys, fuck you, pig. This is not there. Oh, they can still do it when it's not on. They're watching you. Always. There's always a background system running, recording everything, recording that metadata. You just forget and go to sleep because you think it's not. So they know where this thing moves. That's called cellular data. That's why Elijah John Werner will be freed of his fucking criminal charges, and everybody will go to jail except for me, my son, and my daughter. Prison, because cellular data showed by the second shooter, not the kid they shot out of his face, where there were 3 shooters, not 2. The casings, they're all different. They broke down all this. These people are so criminal. Not the 3rd shooter that had a shoulder-fired rocket that launched a fucking surface to air, land to air weapon, a SAM, a shoulder-fired rocket at the president, and nobody gives a fuck. Hey, remember, he asked his buddy Joe, hey, I need military protection now, man. I need military protection. Joe's like, oh, you got it, buddy. I'm your lightsaber, buddy. You can have everything but F-16s. I got to send those to Ukraine. So anyways, disgusting, filthy fucking pigs. Did you hear what I just said? Yeah. Oh, but cellular data showed that the second Trump shooter sat in the bushes. Keep in mind that Trump has his own fucking security team. People are so sleeping. You know what I'm saying? Trump, second shooter, cellular data showed that he was in the bushes for 12 hours, and he moved 45 miles. So cellular data will show that Elijah John Werner did hit, not all in capital letters, did all his community service with 5 other phones. What do you mean phones? Fuck the witnesses. We'll use the witness statement later. We're going to ping these phones. They're already done everywhere they went, where they have everywhere those phones went. See, they know where he went. So cellular data will show that Elijah Werner, and these people forget, like Josh Bezel forgets that cellular data phone, that dumbass fucking cop sucker had his phone on him and was bragging. He forgets that he was being recorded. So I request all cellular data of his duty phone as well as his personal phone, because I want all the cellular data for why Josh Bezel was bragging. They were going to come here and kill me because of some armed standoff, and they made it into some Waco, and they're all excited about coming in here and get me out of here and get me out here with a gun. When backed into a corner, he would strike, saying he would fight to the death, and I'm some SWAT certified, and I'm a bad man, and I'm no, then that's not what the jury will look at it and say, wait a minute, he's asking for get some numbers for his dogs. He's not going for a gun. Why isn't he going for a gun? Oh, they're fucking, oh my God. Oh, hold on. We'll go back to the 16-minute and 24 video of this violent man. 40 guys, listen, cellular data will show that I went to the back of the cabin and laid down Now, I already told Elijah they were coming. They were going to come at 3, whatever in the morning, which they did, and said in my phone, they saw me go. I was on my phone for about a couple minutes or whatever. After I got off the live stream, I stayed on did research. Took me a minute to come down. By the time that the cellular data showed that I went to the back of the cabin and set my phone on the shelf that I built in the back behind the lofted bed, I think I looked at one thing or two, but I was really tired because it was 3 o'clock and I knew they were coming, but whatever, I had to just try. I'd been only getting a couple hours sleep to just deal with it. I didn't want it to happen, but I knew it is what it was. So I lay down, and in 15 minutes, I believe I went to sleep. It took me 15 minutes to actually pass out. 2 minutes later, cellular data will show that they started their raid. 2 minutes after I went to sleep, I woke up and I was in my underwear, right, in my boxers, and got up, and then cellular data will show that I got on my live stream. They fucking fucked up because that's what they thought they can get here and get me without being on my live. That didn't work out like they thought. But even if I came out on my live, they thought they could piss me off or something when I never said that. When backed into, he has weapons, and when backed into a corner, he would strike, protect himself. Yeah, you have that right. And we're going to go over your Fourth Amendment. I didn't do that. And 45 seconds after they arrived here, after I went to bed, after being asleep for 2 minutes, I got up. I don't remember if I put any clothes because I only watched that thing twice. I don't know if I'll ever watch it again, but I went with my phone to the front of the door, 45 seconds of the state police, this violent fucking man that's going to come kill people and fight, all this bullshit. Now runs from fucking police. And run from shit, you motherfuckers. I have the right to protect my son's asshole and yours. You don't know what affirmative defense is, you criminal pigs. So I open up the door, and this violent criminal wants to come kill fucking cops. And 45 seconds, I stick my face out the door, the cellular data, my phone on me. Elijah, because it'll record it here. Elijah, and it's on the live stream, right? Elijah, are you okay? Elijah. Bam! And fucking that man's going to go to prison. I'm going to see, I'm going to look at that man and figure out who it was who ruined my vision and caused me to have a stroke and have a concussion since day one. Good to see you in there, homie. What's going on, man? So I came back inside, brothers, sisters, and all that cellular data will show that I was knowing no violence. And then they did call me because cellular data will show that the very first person, my son's some fucking violent criminal, some terrible fucking guy that they're making his bullshit. Because you look at his old charges, because they got to bring up the old shit, which he already did all his time for. The only man to go to jail, only one, did all his 180 out. They're going to throw him and want to bring all that shit back up on him. Cellular data will show he called me. He called me because you can hear them in the background, and I answered my phone. He's like, Dad, now keep in mind, they'd already now hit me in the face with a concussion grenade. Okay. So they had hit and shot the front of my Vandura Broham, which is a very rare model. It's not like it's old, okay, but it's like a time capsule. And they couldn't get the front windshield out, so they shot the side fucking windows out of the fucking glass. And I'm sure Adriana freaked the fuck out. Elijah was, and that time he called me, Dad, I'm not going to prison. I'm not going to prison. I said, son, remember the thief on the cross. And he said, okay, Dad, I love you. I'm coming out. I have my hands up. What about my 180 hours? Why are you here? Why are you taking me? And they fucking shot him. So I want to ask that fucking state trooper, why the fuck did you shoot my son? And that's why I ripped that fucking state pig's ass in that fucking circuit court. Said, fuck you, you fucking pig. Because I said my son didn't. He said my son resisted. That's why they shot him. Because I never had to be able to talk to anybody. But this man said he wasn't there, but he watched the fucking SWAT raid and watched the YouTube evidence and said my son fucking resisted. It's so criminal, guys, how these fucking people are just yes men. This is a thug gang, heavily fucking armed man gang that came to kill a man. And if his son acted up, they'd have killed him too. And they kidnapped my daughter that day. Federal court, every one of these state troopers will be indicted for kidnapping Adriana Massey, my daughter. They did not show cause or have probable cause on that warrant. And under your Miranda rights, you're going to take somebody and fucking accost their body and remove their body. You have to have a warrant. You have to show cause where you're going to search and who, and they fucking kidnapped her. And they're going to pay all serially. You're going to see kidnapping. State of Oregon kidnaps, tries to kill a man. Because the evidence is going to show that. They came here to fucking kill me. I'm not kidding, brother, sister. The evidence is going to show that. They were bragging about it. They only had an A plan. He's going to come out with a gun. He's violent. Oh, fucking record, you idiot. They looked up something in my past or something. There was no conviction. There was fucking idiots. Arrest or something. But I have no record. Fucking assholes coming here and hit a man with honorably discharged veteran defending his fucking rights, speaking up to try to have his son fucking go to prison, and you're gonna come here and just fuck my shit up, permanently scar me, damage me, use fucking drones. What a waste of money. They're a criminal gang. That's a gang. I'm very fearing for the state of Oregon right now. Every resident in the state of Oregon however, there's 20 plus men. This is I think one of the largest SWAT raids ever done in this valley. They painted me out as some fucking, because I am public enemy number one of the government. Fuck you, pigs. You ain't shit. You're fucking commerce cops is all you are. You're DOJ. Bring your federal fucking charges. I'll beat all your fucking charges, you fucking pigs. Try to send 30 fucking men to my house with the county out here to come whack me, and it didn't turn out like they want, brothers and sisters. My son went without any resistance. My daughter went without. They shot my son. They fucking scarred me for my life, my retina. And I probably am going to lose my eye, and I don't care. It's not part of, that's whatever God is doing in this, I can't change. I would go ask if my son was okay for every fucking second that I lived here. I have the right to ask if he's okay. It's my fucking property. Instead, they're going to fucking take something that should be thrown into a room. I've done this and concuss everybody in the room and make them all, and instead they hit me in the face with it. Irregardless if it hit the screen and bounced off and hit my face, it concussed right in. It's not me. It's meant to be thrown in a room. Those motherfuckers are thug gang and didn't give a fuck. They wanted me to come out here and piss me off and get me to come out here with a gun. So I know it. And Father knows that too. And I'm sure that will come out in federal court that they only want, and then they targeted Elijah because of my behavior, because of my constitutional right to assert my right and defend this country and tell everybody for 20 fucking plus years that this government is the founding fathers warned us of a tyrannical government of the banks. And this is it. This is the government that our founding fathers warned us of these last 10, since they turned it into a corporation, brothers and sisters. So I'm not going to stand down. If they want to try to come whack me like Lavoy Finnegan again, they tried already. That's why I told that state trooper. I was pretty upset after that. I don't really get upset, but, and I think I kept my bearing, but after he told me my son had resisted, I told him, because he looking at me and said, stop fucking looking at me, you fucking pig. I'm talking to your leader pigs in your camera now. I ain't no fucking Lavoy Finnegan, you fucking leader pigs. Bring 30 men with guns to my house, you know what I'm saying, and try to kill me. And it didn't work out that way that day, brother, sister. So I'm very thankful that in their discovery, they will all incriminate themselves, and I will provide all the extra evidence to have 50 probably people lose their bonds and serve time in prison, because I have the evidence to convict every one of them criminally. I don't care if you put them on some revised statute, they're going to go to fucking prison. I know my constitutional rights. I know what criminal law is. Title 18, that's it. Federal, state, county, it all goes under Title 18. So I'm not having this. I will not stand down. I will stand up, as I said, not off. No fucking guns, you dumb fucks. You're the one who brought guns and you couldn't kill me. You guys fucking are weak. But you're fucking very violent. And you don't listen to shit. You don't look into anything. You just do what the fuck you told. You talk about a bunch of yes men. You talk about a bunch of yes men. That is what the state of Oregon is in fucking safety, brothers, sisters. Please, look, I'm just going to continue. If you want to do some, call somebody. I don't know, call somebody. You know, somebody needs to know what this fucking whole state is in jeopardy right now from a SWAT team that will just come out and do whatever the fuck they're told. Not looking at evidence. They could put every fucking state resident in fear, not fear, in safety. The public, the state of Oregon, the residents are in. Look, I'm pointing it out. The fucking feds should be watching this and coming and called me about what this state did out here. They have been aware. I've called the Department of Justice, federal DOJ. The top is I can fucking call. And all in between. They're aware of this. The feds are aware of this. And they're allowing this to happen. So fuck you, feds. You don't even give a fuck about these rogue fucking cops here in this state because you're part of this fucking commerce bullshit. No wonder I don't get any help, brothers, sisters. They're all in the same, they're cahoots. Everybody's in cahoots. Them on it, they on it, and they on in it too. They're all in it together. The cops, the sheriff's a Klansman, the judge is a Mason. That's what Bob said. So. Hey, give me 1 second here. I need to respond back to you two. What? Hold on a second. All right. I made that song. All right. I made that song. So, okay. Hey, I'm going to wrap this up, guys. I'll be back on creating more discovery. I'm going to finish this up here with this Fourth Amendment, but then I got to shut this thing down, okay? I got to get some food in my stomach. Kind of running on empty here and not getting a lot of sleep and doing 15, 16-hour live streams. So I kind of pushed all in. It's not a game, but when I push all in, I don't stop until the marathon is over. I pace myself. I come out strong, not too strong. I size up the field and I win the race. And I take my hands held in victory because I finished strong. So I better go and pace myself here. 15, 16-hour days is long because I still study for a couple hours every day as well and hang out with my animals and do what I have to do around here. And so it only leaves me a couple hours normally sleep or whatever. So I better get back at this. I got other things I got to do. And sometimes it's okay. You should miss meals, but sometimes I'm missing meals and a couple meals a day and only eat once a day or something. So I need to go and get some food in my belly. I didn't eat much yesterday. And no, I did. Wait, I ate a couple burritos and a sandwich. So, but anyways, I got to go. I will put this up and then I need to do that and just not and get this out here. So I want you to understand again that I could have shot those state troopers dead and this shit would all have been taken care of. But Father kept them a meek man. I'm not a weak man. And I say that. Now, I didn't tell them, remember, obviously, to exit. And you do have to tell them. But remember, I did tell them to stop. And they should have stopped and asked, hey, I'm talking to them. And they motherfuckers say they're on the live stream. They're watching. This is why they're so criminally liable, culpable. And they will be. That I had my phone up and told them, stop, you're harassing me, fucking stop. You're on my property. That's why they were on my property. That my daughter's in here and you're scaring the fucking shit out of her. And they eventually brought men with fucking guns and illegally fucking kidnapped her. So fuck you, state troopers. 2 men, fucking state fucking thugs and a menace to fucking this community and the residents and the state of Oregon because they don't ask. These motherfuckers are supposed to be enforcing the law. Don't you think they could do just one fucking phone call to find out if any of this shit was true? Nothing to this day, believe it or not. 8 fucking months later, after swatting of this ministry out here at High Desert Faith Truth Ministry at Silver Rock Ranch, destroying, shooting out all my windows, shooting out my motorhomes, shooting my fucking son, fucking scarring me, marring me for fucking life. I've had a stroke, guys. I don't know how the fuck, when the shit's going to do what it's, I don't know if my face is ever going to go back to the shape it was, or I don't give a fuck about vanity. I'm just saying, you know, they permanently caused damage to me, my animals. Fucking, it took me months to get my animals back in the shape they were, just to get one back, because I couldn't get him back. I don't even say he's gone for fucking months. He suffered for fucking months, had to be taken out of the house. Couldn't handle the fucking tear gas. The animals all suffered. And now it's been how many fucking months? And I have all the evidence to prove this shit. And they're going to do all this shit. And they still this day. I mean, seriously, fuck this shit. Is anybody looking at Elijah's 180 hours? No, 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 no. Nothing has been done. Imagine I just got fucking swatted 8 months ago. I'm reaching back because I know they'll fucking kill my dogs if I don't shut that door. And I wish I would have shut it behind me, but I had to do it. I felt the sting, man. I was so ready to go. I felt so light right there. I'm like, oh, well, they already shot my son, you know, but I kept thinking, you know, you got to endure the end, you know. And so you know, it's that fast. I think pretty quickly in the moment of time, but right there, you know, no violence, brothers, sisters. I came out. These motherfuckers didn't give a fuck. If I didn't shot that or put that door, those men would have fucking killed my dogs. Guarantee on their report says so. So I'm thankful that I'm here and I'd be able to keep these animals alive. But they just fucking wrecked this place. They didn't give a fuck. They didn't make no investigation into anything. And evidence will prove they didn't look into anything. Nothing has been done after 8 fucking months. Nobody is still to this day called me from the Department of Justice, the state of Oregon, the feds, Ted Martin, Michael Taylor, Gresham Brunsman, Lily. I have a list. Nobody's ever called. Imagine having I thought you were innocent until proven guilty. They come in and fucking mar you and scar you for life, wreck this fucking property, do all this shit, and still 8 fucking months later, it's like I just reached back to shut that fucking door, and I have my hand, because I'm like this, and then I stand up. Look in the red. That's where I'm at. I'm right now. Now, I know I walked down. They threw me into, but I'm serious. That's how much has been done to this day. I'm still up there on the fucking ramp, guys. Can you believe that? Would you want to have somebody to do all that shit to your house? And you have. I have all the fucking evidence. I have the evidence of my son's 180 hours. So your data will show 5 fucking witnesses with them. Not just those, the people he did chat at the fire department, all these people. He did this. These motherfuckers are just creating more and more criminal, you know, evidence against them fucking self. So would you like to get your house SWAT rated, be scarred for fucking life, and then nothing happened for fucking 8 months? Nothing has happened. And I'm serious. It's like that SWAT rate, it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm just shutting the fucking door, and so that my dogs don't get killed. And I'm standing up and there's they're all fucking, nothing's been done, guys. That's a clear call to Miranda violation, inadequate counsel, and a 6th Amendment speedy trial violation. This is Father doing it. So let me show you this 4th Amendment, read this to you, because this is, I could have shot 3 men dead. If these motherfuckers ever try to come after me and say there's anything wrong with me, you're fucking mentally ill, you fucks. I curse not for, go look at the thousands of hours I stream and never cursed one time. You fuckers did this to me, you fucking pigs. The state of Oregon is is at risk right now from a gang thug, a fucking heavily armed men that will do whatever the fuck they're told. These are supposed to be the law enforcers, and they can't make one call. Your life is at risk, state of Oregon. If you are in the state of Oregon right now from this criminal fucking kidnapping of my daughter without any warrant, they took her body. That is an illegal fucking, under Miranda rights, clear kidnapping without warrant. There was no fucking paperwork on her. Nothing. You're going to cost somebody's body and charge them criminally. You have to have fucking a warrant. You show probable cause, and then you have to have that fucking warrant and show where they're going to search and who and where. Kidnapped. The state of Oregon tried to kill a man, God protected him and his son, and then they kidnapped his fucking daughter. And if you don't think that happened, I don't care what you think. That's what happened. And then a federal case is going to come out, and everybody that's on this list of 50 people will go to prison, because I have the evidence, and they mostly all did it to themselves. Imagine me calling for 4 fucking years. 4 years. They tried to take me to trial, my son, for 2 days. I called the largest attorney in the state here over in Bend. Donahue's one of the biggest, and he said he doesn't have the bandwidth to take this case. No way. How are they going to take an attorney sitting on that bandwidth? How are they going to take me to trial in 2 days? They're just trying to get a deal. Plea bargain. Fuck these pigs down here in this Article 4 non-judicial court. They're all going to go to, anybody that's on this list is going to do prison time. I'm very thankful that I am not a weak man, but a meek man, because I could have killed 2 state troopers and John Mogle after 18 times. I told him, do you have a warrant? Nope, you look like a pig. I didn't tell him that. He looked like a pig, and plainclothes pig. So exit my property now. Go to the edge of my property now at 18 fucking times. Anybody else out in this valley would have fucking killed that man. And go look what Christmas Valley, you think something's fucking mentally wrong with me? Go look what it says, fucking Christmas Valley community page, Christmas Valley United. When somebody comes snooping around, because they'll report when snoop people are out here. Well, fuck, just dig a hole. The cops don't fucking do anything about it. Take care of yourself. Fuck you, you pig. See how criminal you are? I can't wait till the criminal indictment of that. They pull all that community, United page, this local, social page. I think it's a Facebook page, but it's a very active page, and the people will talk on this. And so the constant talk since I've been out here was, if you go on somebody's property, they'll fucking kill you. And I didn't kill you, state fucking pigs. Thank Father. Don't thank me that you're still fucking breathing right now. I had every right under my 4th Amendment. I'm going to show these people, and then I'm going to go. And John Mogle, 18 fucking times he was told to stop, exit my property. That man's still breathing. He ain't got no fucking... The cops won't even push criminal prosecution charges for criminal prosecuting, and they have all the video proving they don't do shit out here. Yeah, see? Just fucking dig a hole and fucking take care of it, because the cops don't do shit. 3 fucking dead cops. Maybe I should have buried them out here. Whatever. I didn't do nothing of the fucking sort, you dumb fucking cops. You thought you'd get gunmen with guns, and still you're the one who brought guns and fucking marred me and scarred me and fucking hurt my animals, wrecked my property. You fucking criminals. You're all going to go to fucking prison. Enjoy your prison time, because you did it to yourself. This is an evidentiary stream. The cops are in the stream, just so you know. The pigs are in here. They're watching. I know the feds are watching. Fuck you, feds, you fucking commerce pigs. So let's go over a no trespassing under your 4th Amendment right. Here is a no trespass right in the Title 18. No trespassing without the owner's written or verbal authorization. This is a warning for private property. I am on private property. John Mogle entered on private property. It says, if without warrant, now let's go into the no trespassing, without the owner's express written or verbal authorization. This includes any government pig, any government agents, except in the case of fire or medical emergency. I ain't had no fire here or medical emergency, you dumb fucking pricks. You never should have come on my property. Especially you, John Mogle, you fucking idiot. I told you if you had a warrant, you should have left. You're very fortunate that Father made me a meek man, not a weak man. This case would be over right there, brothers and sisters. They fucking have to look into everything. It would just not be hell, just doing this bullshit. Those so trespassing are subject to civil and criminal penalties under, now listen, U.S. Title 18s. These sections are the original adjudicated through judicial, legislative, and executive branch. Sections 241 and 242. So let's go over these. And any and all other applicable federal and state civil, criminal, trespass statutes under the original Title 18. So these are original law, constitutional law. That's why I told that pig, shut the fuck up with your Oregon statute with murder, you fucking pig. Fucking kitty pig, you child. Stop putting your foot in your mouth, pig. So there is no trespassing notice is also subject to the following provisions. So this is what you're going to be subject to under the Title 18, under the USC, okay? Title 18. This is the sections 241 and 242 says, you are hereby notified that the owners of this property requires all public officials, agents, and persons to abide by the supreme law of the land and the U.S. Constitution and the ratified amendments thereof. And it's talking about the ratification, all judicial, legislative, and executive. Owners refuse to permit any access, search, audit, assessment, or inspection whatsoever of this property without the presentation of a warrant prepared and prescribed by the 4th and 14th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, and particularly describing the places or to be searched and persons. That's why they kidnapped Adriana. They kidnapped my fucking daughter. They didn't have a warrant. They kidnapped her. They will go to state trooper, will be fucking charges. You'll see will come up in Supreme Court that they kidnapped her that day. Fucking idiots. They did, and then they fucking charged her. They're so fucking dumb. So they didn't call. She didn't have a warrant. They said she did, and she won. They're so fucking. They're done. Okay, and they have to call out the persons or things to be seized. So if they're going to seize something, it has to be called out. See, right there, boom, they're fucking going to prison. They kidnapped my daughter. Okay. Now listen. It says, alleged zoning or land code violations do not establish constitutional reasons for entering this property. So you code inspectors, you better stay the fuck off people. You're just code. That's not even law. So don't enter on anybody's property. You will fucking be shot out here in Christmas Valley, Silver Lake. Violators will be treated as intruders. Now listen, this is why I could have shot them. If I'm in, the 4th Amendment says you have the right to be secure in your houses, papers, persons, and effects. You have the right to unwarranted, warrantless. You cannot be, nobody come on your property unless they have a fucking warrant. Now, if they stumble on your property, it's not trespassing. You have to tell them to leave. So people can accidentally, that's why when I told John Mogle, do you have a warrant? He said no. He looked like a cop. White car, look a fucking shaved. He looked like a cop. I didn't give a fuck who he was. I have the right to protect my fucking property. They already brought men with guns and fucking tear gas me and all this shit. It's fucking criminal. So, but anyways, I asked him, yeah, warrant. No, 18 times that man was told to fucking leave. And I guarantee you, again, if you look on the Christmas Valley United page or you look at Christmas Valley's community for years out here, when somebody snoops around, all these people wrote, oh, well, just dig a hole and the cops don't do shit. That will be federally pulled out in an indictment of all these people and have to look. You fucking idiots. This man could have fucking shot you dead. You know, it's like telling that Second Amendment, you know, guy who's open carrying. You fucking dumbass, you're wasting emergency service. That man has a right to open carry. Go fuck yourself. Stop calling and waste his emergency or non-emergency line. Not go pull the fucking thing off. Well, somebody made a complaint. What are you, the fucking feelings police? And they'll take and move your fucking weapon from you. You have the right to open carry in many states. That's fucking stupid. They'll do that. Feelings police and remove your weapon from you. Them motherfuckers should go to jail for doing that shit. And people will. If you find them, you can put a man in fucking jail. They can't do that to you. That's unconstitutional. They can't accost your body unless you committed a crime. Stop you. They can't even stop you, let alone take you and start removing fucking things from your body. You know, that's fucking criminal, brothers and sisters, what they do. Somebody calls and makes a complaint instead of telling the fucking caller on the line. Stop wasting this fucking country's fucking, stop being a snowflake. This man has a constitutional right. Instead, they'll send cops out, say, hey, we had a complaint. We need to stop and talk to you. You have your ID on you? Fuck you. What are you fucking, you guys are like fucking crackheads, but with like ID. You fucking always got to have, let me see your ID. Give me your ID. You can't ask for anybody IDs unless they committed a crime. Oh, no, they got to have your, no, that's illegal. That's actually breaking, they have what is called sovereign immunity. They can lie to you, but they can't break the law. That's breaking the law. A cop can't ask you for your fucking ID unless they can articulate a crime that you've committed, which is called reasonable articulate suspicion, RAS, show probable cause in that you have, or you're in the commission of committing a crime, or they have the evidence to prove that you are going to, which crime? They have to articulate that. Not, well, we're doing an invest. Fuck you. Don't go do your invest. I don't help pigs. Go do your fucking investigation. Well, we need to know. So fuck you. Go find out wherever the complainant is. I have the right to face my accuser. Go talk to them. Fuck you. I'm not going to help you, pig. Get out of my face. I don't contract with tyrants. You can't even, I don't have to talk to you unless I've committed a crime. Get the fuck out of my face. You fucking commerce pig. Trying to enforce illegal commerce on me. You know what I'm saying? It's bullshit, brothers and sisters. So let's go over this. This is what it says. Violators will be treated as intruders. A government official, agent, or any other persons entering this property without the express consent of the owner and without proper warrant as described above will be constituted as an intruder attempting to trespass. Extort? Oh, extort. That they fucking extorting. They're trying to throw me in a fucking rape cage under some sub-statute. I'm not a statute. I'm not a commerce. I'm not a code. So see, under that, what? Look, it says extort, threaten. They were doing that. Fucking harass, intimidate, or otherwise jeopardize the life or property of the owners of this property. Violation can trigger a fine up to $10,000 and prison sentences. You're going to prison, you fucking pigs. You state fucking pigs. You're going to prison. It says it right there under my 4th and 14th Amendment under the Section 241 and 242, which were adjudicated through the judicial, legislative, and executive process. So they are constitutional, not some fucking revised statute. That's for commerce, not some code. There is criminal statute, but not criminal code. Criminal code is a revised statute, and that's for fucking people who are fucking shipmates that want to get fucking ass raped by 2 big fucking cock meat sandwiches pumping out with semen and blood, just splaying out your asshole. And like, oh, no, I got it on me, man. And they're like, Bob's like, yeah, hit it harder from the front. I could feel that like a sheep. Back that down on the floor. Yeah, that's what you pay for your own ass raping and fuck face and get taint face. And you pay for your own ass raping, and then they send the rest to Ukraine. America, boys, but not if you have a constitutional right. They can't do that to you. So, anyways, it says fines up to $10,000 and sentences for up to 10 years. Enjoy your 10 years, pig. Prison pigs for 10 years. It's there, it says it. See, I'm not being vengeful. This is time at least one of these pigs will do for anyone. So they will do multiple decades, I'm sure. 10 years and or both and pursuant to trespass law. And above listed use of necessary force may be used at the discretion. Wow. Fuck yeah, now I don't have to fucking deal with these motherfuckers intimidating me. I know they want to illegally fucking harass me. They've been doing it for fucking weeks. They know are going to try to throw my son in a fucking rape cage, and I have under affirmative defense and a criminal prosecution to be civilly and criminally, yes, justification for my actions. Excused defense, justification defense, and affirmative defense I've always applied from the very beginning to protect my son from bloody assholes that his wife has to clean up the rest of his fucking life. Where's my daughter? You motherfuckers, you're going to prison. All of you, you're fucking a menace to the state. You are a menace to this fucking, yes, you did no search to see even if I even made one phone call. Instead, you fucking came with guns to fucking kill me. The state of Oregon, brothers and sisters, is at risk. If you're not in this state, you might want to call some other state, federal, county, and let them know that they have a gang of fucking thug road cops out there, state troopers, that don't give a fuck about doing not one investigation, just came to throw me in a rape cage. So under my 4th and 14th Amendment, I had the right to kill those 2 state troopers. Their intimidation, Oregon State Police has some of the best snipers. I know, I've seen you motherfuckers up in the hills and shit. I was telling these everybody on this live, they're getting ready to fucking come in here, guys. My son, please, no guns, no men with guns. I'm telling him, hey, not an armed standoff, you dumb fucks. I'm calling for a resolution, communication, one call. Never one call. Still, I'm 8 fucking months from after doing this, and guess much has been done in this case. It's like I just shut the door and I'm walking down the ramp right now. Isn't that criminal? So enjoy your stent, you fucking pigs. State troopers, everybody on my list is going to go, and I'm going to get their bonds too. FOIA requests, all of it. I'm going back to see any other bad behavior they've had in their past, their fucking salaries. We're going after subrogation. We're going after, that was taken in this case, but everyone's got a bond, judges and all. So listen to what I'm telling you. This says sentence up to 10 years and both pursuant to trespass law. Use of force may be used at the sole discretion of the owners. If you need to provide any notice to the owner, the mailing address in the available form, the county's assessor office, which they have, that's why they have to contact you for a violation of the code ordinance, can't come on your property through your mail. It can't come on your property. Any search notice must be mailed by U.S. postage, prepaid, certified, return receipt requested. Warning, private property. So there you go. John Mogle should have been fucking shot that day. If I was, a true constitutionalist and a man with I could have done that. They came in and fucking look at what they did. They've done nothing. My life is fucking not. I have been not able to gain one single fucking legal thing from them. I have done in this case. I'm the one who's made this case do whatever it's going to do. So I want this motherfuckers to get this shit into a. I'm not going to take a deal. I mean, as far as like, okay, well, we'll drop all the charges. Just please go away. Fuck you. We're going to federal court. We're not going to stand down. Never. I said I would stand up and fight to keep my son from going to prison, and I'll do that, and then I'll continue being pursuant to give him his life back that was taken from him and his wife. They kidnapped my son. I have 100% proof they did. They didn't show cause on the warrant, so enjoy your prison time, pigs. Please know your rights and assert your rights, or you're going to lose your rights, your constitutional rights. A substatute or vice statute is not an actual criminal for a person, right? No, the original Title 18 constitutional law had to be adjudicated, legislated through the judicial process, through House, Congress, and Senate. The original Title 18 statutes are. And that's what I'm telling you. That's what these fall under. Anything that is called a revised statute is for code. That is code, and that is for commerce. You're not under codes under the Constitution. That's not a law. A mandate is not a law. An ordinance is not a law. These are all meant for commerce. They're not being adjudicated to have any judicial capacity in the Article 3 courts. So they're all Chuck E. Cheese. There's only one true judicial court in the United States. One, just one. Not like, oh, those, that one, and all these and that. No, one. Everything else is Chuck E. Cheese or Walmart. They're not, they're Walmart. They're trying to get you to buy shit from them that you do not have to contract with these pigs on the streets. Be careful, they'll duck clips in you. But a lot of them, if you know your constitutional right, they will. You've seen them. I call them pigs right to their face. You know what I'm saying? So please know your rights. You're not a corporation, but you are if you do not take that right back. It's not about freedom. It was about the right to choose. You haven't lost that right under the Constitution. They can't take that right from you. They cannot. Nope, you are. It's a God-given right, protected by the land and the law. This is all like this. This is all old law, not this merchant law under the Queen. You know what I'm saying? That's not how this works, brother, sister. So I'll continue to fight for the state of Oregon, even if they come in and swap me again. Every day I grow more confident, although it's a very difficult path, and I have a master just race against, time of a marathon here. You know what I'm saying? There we go. Common law, natural law, organic law. But you have the right under the state. Under the state. Remember, before they turn this into a corporation, you have state national rights. A nationalist is the way to go. You contact your Secretary of State and you leave that and you say, hey, I'm not this capital letter D-A-S-E, whatever, if that was D-Ace's name and, Donna Ace or Dan Ace or whatever. I'm not that. I am, and now you're not going to be able to receive any benefits or from the state or anything. But you are leaving what is called your merchant number or card. It's a credit card in your name by a contract. It's credit. It's money. It's just commerce. It's just money. It's just money. You don't think it. See, you're money to them. You're not a man. You're just a dead man. And that's why they call you a corp, because you're dead. Stand still like a fucking statue and don't do shit about it. And they know that. So they're playing on your ignorance. Okay? They're playing on your ignorance. Okay? Yeah, Idaho, you can carry in colleges. And Idaho, they made it legal for everybody to open carry. So I've lived in Idaho. I've been 50 states, brother. Says, I'm a vet. I've been outside the country. I live in Alaska, Hawaii. I've been a very fortunate man. Not fortunate. Father has given me very blessed. I feel like I lived 5 lifetimes. So I'm going to continue this march forward. If they kill me in pursuit of your freedoms, not freedoms, but right to choose, they'll only martyr me. I'm a pastor before all things. I'm a soldier of God before all things. My only concern is what happens after I die. I don't care about this life. I'm not under these laws of flesh. He said, wrestle not against flesh. I'm not under the physical law. He blotted that out in handwriting of ordinances. What was written on tables of stone is now sprinkled with the blood of the Lamb on fleshy tables of our hearts. So the law is on our hearts, and he will tell us what we need to do. We said to conform to my image through Paul. He said, I also did foreknow who I did predestine to conform to my image. So he stood up to what was at that time the perverted law. They'd created that original, a law. The Jewish law was Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. That's not no religion. That was 613 statutes, commandments. That was the Jewish law. And they'd taken after, remember, they wandered the wilderness, or the desert after not doing what they were told. God made them wander one day or 1 year for each day. They didn't go out into the land of Anak, not fucking giant or aliens or fallen angels, but the land of Anak, and kill and slay the giants like David had. They'd failed that. So for every day remember, they returned. We were like grasshoppers to them. Remember, when they returned back, God destroyed the physical temple, made all this spiritual. He had prophesied in flesh, no stone left upon another, brothers and sisters. He was a prophet. He knew exactly how to fulfill this, not only all physical, because he used to come. The tables of stone, the 10 commandments were housed on each side of the 2 cherubs. They would come in, and after having their sacrifice at the altar, washing themselves in the glassy sea, they would enter to the physical temple, wherever they would pass through. Remember, past the table of showbread, the 7 candlesticks, and the altar of incense, past the veil, put that blood on. Do you guys have an understand? Is it 1 day a year? This was a physical thing. This is all fulfilled. Not anymore. Your body's a temple now. It's written on your heart. There's no physical law. You're not under any physical law. Isn't that beautiful? Don't be anxious, brothers and sisters. Is your redemption draweth nigh? Is. Look up. They got you looking up at drones and boats. That's a gaslighting for the thing I told you about, 10 years ago on this platform? The age of Aquarius, the reset, year 0, 2019, 9, 2020, record earnings, Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, #1 expansion of debt ever in history of mankind. Yes, 2020, the reset, year 1, 2021, event 201. Not 2030. Shut the fuck up. There's no such thing as 2030. It's 2021. Sustainable development for event 201 for 21st century. Not 2030. Stop it. The reset. Year 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. The parable of the fig tree. You have time. Are you producing fruit? I can tell you that it's already happening. I have to sound the message early. Blow the horn. Sound the shofar. That's the only way I'm going to wipe the blood from my hands. So it's now on you, not on mine. See, my job is done. I'm a watcher on the wall. I'm a teacher. I'm a pastor. And I'm also a magi. I know this clock. Time is irrelevant, but I got to go here. And I'm in a minute. Leave yourself a little wiggle room. Time is irrelevant, brothers and sisters. We're all eternal. It just matters what happens after you die. Yes, that's what it's all about. The wedding. He said, wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, powers, the rulers of the darkness of this world, spiritual wickedness in high places. Pigs, people in government. God does not want us to cast our pearls before swine. People in government, pigs, clown pigs with fake badges that are operating in commerce and not in a judicial capacity, are pigs. He warned you of this pig, this beast system, it, neuter gender it, and all its servants. You can't serve 2 masters. I would be standing up. Remember, they created a oral law after wandering that desert for 40 years, 1 year for each day, not going into the wilderness and scouting out not aliens, not fallen angels, not Bigfoot. Nephilim is the word bully. The Anak, in the land of Anak, to go scout out the giants. And after 40 years of without a place of worship, he gave them the rabbis, who later became the Pharisees, and those who could still speak without forwarding the Hebrew, like myself, would be a Sadducee, and not a Pharisee, but a Sadducee. Those are the people who could still speak the Hebrew. After they created this 613 law, statutes, commandments of the Old Testament, Father did, that was in Hebrew. After wandering the desert 1 year for each day, they didn't go out and scout out giants, not fallen angels, not aliens, not Bigfoot. Nephilim is the word bully, not the size. He made them wander for 40 years. They came into what is known as Babylon, and they wanted a place to worship because they were without, because the physical temple was destroyed back here. You learning anything? historical biblical record. Fuck your religion. I rebuke all religion. They're vanity. They're vain. They're worthless to me. Yep. By any other way, he said, you're a thief and a robber. I'm showing you the narrow way. Narrow is the way that leads to the straight gate. So, brothers, sisters, I'm not under this testament of old where I'm under these laws of flesh. These were all blotted out because of this perversion that they've created under this at the time of Christ. Halakha and Haggadah was a perversion of the old 613 statutes, commandments, where they created their own oral law. As Moses was given the law on the mount, again, Father without flesh had to create flesh, come and fulfill the flesh of all flesh, not just two houses, but Aaron and Levite. I am is without flesh. He is pure light. He used to visit one day a year behind the temple. Remember, they thought they'd pull him out because if you saw him, Raiders of the Lost Ark, hello, where'd the ark go? This is all fulfilled. We're not under this covenant anymore. We're not under this covenant anymore of flesh. Yes, fake God Yahweh, fake God Jesus. Good stuff, man. Post something. Okay, I agree with you. Yeah, some fake Jesus, some other Jesus, some other gospel. Remember, Paul said they'll come teaching another gospel and speaking of another Jesus, Christ himself, the Hamashiach. Not, remember the one who hung on a tree, made a covenant with all flesh, not some pedo in the desert or some other, Catholics or all this. Catholic is a Muslim without a sun god. Muslims know something though. They know that Esau killed Nimrod, right? Which was Satan, right? See? Another gospel. See? Even this guy knows. Another gospel and another Jesus. Not the one, not the, he was Christ, the Mashiach, the Messiah hung on a tree to fulfill the covenant of all flesh. Zeus is so superior to Yahweh. Yeah, both fake gods, all just deities, fake men gods, ball gods. The only I am sent his son, born of Bethlehem, not of Nazareth, from the house of David. He was hung on a tree to fulfill the covenant of all flesh, not just the house of Aaron and Levite, but all flesh. Two different Enochs, two different authors. Yes, that's right. Yahweh is the God of Christian, transgender Jesus. Two different authors, two different Enochs. Yep. Not the one born in a manger. That's Yahweh. Satan, Mithra, the sun god, born in the middle of the winter. Jesus. yeah. Zeus, whatever. That's what. Isis. So somebody might have been studying here. So there is all Jesus are fake bucks. Yeah, his name wasn't Jesus. The letter J didn't exist at the time of Christ. Absolutely. He said his name is I am. He said before Abraham was I am. So sorry. All right, guys, I got to go. Yeah, Yeshua is fake because there's no A's, E-I-O's or U's in Hebrew. That's right. Yeshua is fake because there's no vowels in Hebrew. You almost know something, Oslo. You almost know something. See, he will come saying, many will come in my name saying they are Christ and they'll be deceived. So. Yes. Baal is Satan, the transgender Jesus. Baal defeated Yahweh, the God, the fake God of the deity God of that required sacrifice, war, and wrath. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. You got it. I know a hell lot. Well, okay. Can you define the word hell then, Oslo? Let's see if you have any definition. Let's see if you can define anything that's coming out of your mouth. Because God is a title. Fuck all Christians. They're Satanists. Let's go back through your shit. You're just some. Okay, anyway, what define hell? Or I'm going to define hell. Give me the exact biblical definition. Revelation 9:11 talks about hell. I know what it's called, but give me the exact definition. If you can't, get the fuck out of here, man. I don't sup with vipers. I'm supposed to do the same thing to anybody else. I'm a teacher. I'm a pastor. I won't let any forwarding of the Agape. Judaism is just a cheap copy of Zionism. Okay, last chance. If you turn your hearing up, if you can't, you're going to interrupt my teaching in here. You get the fuck out of here. You ever been in any kind of professional? Had a professor, been any kind of educated in a college, and whatever. I don't know what you got to ring your fucking shit out the door. Leave your shit here for a minute now. Oh, guess I can't do that. Ross said, nope, no more. Also, He knew, but you see where he's going. We were toying with him. Thank you, Brother Ross. Thanks for coming in. I gotta go. Got mine here. Oh, interesting. Brother, sister, I gotta go because I've got things I gotta do here. I'll be back on here in a little bit. Where's my battery at? Please study your constitutional rights. It's very important that you figure out that you're not some kind of court or statute. You're not going to figure this out until Father shows you. So he'll reveal this to you. But again, he said, don't sup with vipers and don't cast your pearls before swine. And swine is pigs, right? Swine is a pig. And that's people in government, brothers, sisters. That's 40% of this neuter gender corporation called the it beast in scripture. So until you figure that out, God doesn't want us. This government is rogue, and everybody who works for it is the pig, the neuter gender beast that it talks about. The it scripture. It does. It is the beast. Do not partake of her ways. He will pour out those bowls. That cup of wrath will be poured out on the nations who fornicate with her. Do not fornicate with this nation. This corporation is what it is. It's not a constitutional republic. It is a corporation. Do not fornicate with her. You'll receive all the written plagues in this book. I'm trying to help you, brothers and sisters. I'm not going to change you. I'm just trying to tell you what his word says. So be in the word, not of the world. Come out of her, he said, my people. Be in it, but be not of it. Yeah, be in it. So, okay, but be not. Don't be a Broadway name, please, in all capital letters. If you are, get the fuck out of here. You got to leave this. Come out of her, my people. He said that. Do not partake in unfruitful works of darkness. Rebuke them. That's what I do. I'm rebuking them with this light. We're dissolving the corporation called America. $64 trillion, I believe, was subrogated on 12/9/24. Now we'll continue to pursue this. Please see, when you leave here, I want all 17 of you to make contact with Bishop. He is a pastor. He's a teacher at his ministry is Church of the Only Begotten Son. He's in here in this stream right now. You link up with him and he will continue, if he has time, to teach you these Article 3 true Title 18 criminal statutes so that nobody can come against you in any criminal prosecution under the Constitution God given. They can't. They're all fucking Chuck E. Cheese, a bunch of clowns running around. No, they're bozos. They really are. You look at a judge, he's a bozo. He's got that stupid painted face like Badman Orange. Same thing. Who do you think elected Donald John Trump? You? No, the fucking corporation elected him. Where do you think his campaign funding comes from, brothers, sisters? Where do you think his campaign funding comes from? The corporation is who put Donald Trump in fucking office. The sooner you figure it out that you're a corporation until you leave your straw, man, okay? Sorry, but I don't have any religion at all. Oh, good for you, Chris. I rebuke every religion. They're all vanity. You might have found home. He said, where there are 2 or 3 gathered in my name. That's me. That's not you. That's me. 2 or 3. He's inside of me. The Father and the Son are inside me. Christ in you, Chris. He's not in the sky. He's not. You don't have to go to a temple anymore. That was all fulfilled. Now it's inside you. Christ in you. Remember Colossians 2:14. Once was written on a table of snow, and that's now sprinkled with the blood of the Lamb on fleshy tables of your heart. So, hey, where there are 2 or 3 gathered in my Shem, I'm always with Father in my head. He's always with me. He will never leave you, brothers and sisters. That is my guarantee. You will not find anywhere in the scripture says Father will ever leave you. Because he's a spirit. Father doesn't exist in flesh, brothers and sisters. That is the Ruach HaKodesh. He never has, he never will. He is the light. That's the light he tells you to go rebuke others. This is the light. The way, the truth, and the light. It's found in this book. Basic instructions. Before leaving Earth, you better get this in book now and figure out how the hell to get out of here. Love you. Gotta go. Leave a Cash App or a PayPal link in the description there. I thought I heard it done. There's a Bitcoin link and a comment at the end of this video will be okay. For a tithe too, a thumbs up's a tithe. It doesn't have to be monetary. Take care of people in your area. The best thing you can actually do is take your fucking merchant number back to help yourself. Go help yourself right now. Link up with Bishop owner in here. He is the Church of the Only Begotten Son, and he does work the other side of the industry through the church too as well, legislating for non-taxation for medicine, brothers and sisters, for people within the community, within the Church of the Only Begotten Son, all the organizations he works with. He's an absolute Father put him here. Man, we are very graced to have Bishop and with us when he graces us here, and he's constantly linking up. I can't get enough time to spend enough time because I'm always doing these things here, but we are working together. Part of the subrogation, this power of attorney has been filed, so we'll free, we'll make sure that this is continued to be taught until this corporation is dissolved, or I do believe when Trump declares this national emergency, brothers sisters, everything's going to change. He steps down as the president, brothers sisters. Please look into this. I put out a video on Truth Viral Television. Read Matthew 10:34 through 39. That's your homework. And then go on to Truth Viral Television. It's the old one. And look at that 923 executive orders. Congress cannot come back for 6 months and review this. Once Trump declares this a national emergency, he steps down and FEMA takes over. Look how they fucking dealt with Hurricane Katrina, and look what the fuck they just did in Hurricane Helene. Is that how you want this country to be run? That's what we're getting ready to head into. And all the fake fucking aliens and fake fucking giants and all this bullshit. Giants are real. Bigfoot's not real. Aliens aren't real. We're not spinning around in the third rock from the sun in the third dimension in a fucking heliocentric model through time and space, brothers and sisters. Please read the word. He said, don't change anything. Don't add anything. You'll blot your name out. I got to go. Pastor Apocalypse, Pastor Revelation. Please leave a comment. Make sure you keep subscribed to this channel, because we get people, as soon as I load this video, it's going to dump some of you off here. And it just does it automatically. So make sure you come back often so you're subscribed to the video. We have people, moderators, get unsubscribed. So it's not my doing. I'll toss you out for a 24-hour period, but I do not unsubscribe anybody. That is YouTube. So, all right. Much agape and phileo. Thanks again for your time, everybody coming in. We'll see you again. Please link up with Bishop Stoner here. He is the bishop over at Church of the Only Begotten Son. He's got more information for you than you can ever for the rest of your life. He'll just keep pushing more constitutional information. He's developing this stuff, guys. We're in a live exercise. No, this ain't Mike Pompeo, but we are truly working fluidly with things for these calculations for the Trez event calculator. There was a lot of work going on behind closed doors here, brothers and sisters, for you, that this, state people who recognize the state before this commerce, we're working for you. And people who don't want this back, I don't want to help people who don't want to help them. So you want to be a corporation, judge that should be judged. Pastor Apocalypse, Pastor Revelation. Yep, you'll be judged by the law you go by. If you get up there and you go by a corporate law, then he's going to say, okay, you're a corporation. Good luck with that. That's not why he came, to fulfill all flesh. Whoa.